or when the delay ends. Welcome to Errant Gaming. I am joined here with Tim.
Hello,
Look at all our viewers, Tim.
hello, me and you. Hang on, it says you're offline.
Nope.
Hang on, I know.
It'll take it a
It's gonna take
second.
me a minute. You're fine. This will
Don't
give me a
don't
heads
make
up
me
for
go
the
to it.
reload the player.
Twitch, Carlisle Lance. Oh, it's playing, Tim. Did you go to my channel?
There was a yeah, I'm on your channel.
Oh, I can see it. Oh, I can see it.
Now I can see it. I can see two screens. Let me mute this. Wait, I'm not gonna be able to hear the video itself
Why not?
because it'll be an echo. I've had this problem before.
No. You'll be able to hear it. You just can't mute that. Don't mute the Twitch thing. You'll hear an
Okay,
echo. Well, you'll hear an echo every time you talk, but get over it, Tim.
yeah, or you talk. Okay, well, it's playing, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, I haven't hit play yet. Okay, you ready, Tim?
Hang on.
It's only going to take us 2 hours and 49 minutes and 36
Whoa,
seconds.
whoa, 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 whoa. This doesn't work. I need to mute the game. I'm just gonna have to push play as well on the same time.
That's not going
I'm
to
just
work.
gonna. Yes, it is. I'll just watch it here while you're streaming it. As long as you don't pause anything.
Oh, we'll definitely pause things.
Oh
We'll
no.
probably skip, too.
Oh no. Well, I don't know how to do it then.
All you do is open up my Twitch channel and you hit
I'm looking.
and
I'm
you
looking
take it
right
off
at
or
it,
mute, Tim. That's all you got to do.
and then I'll hear everything in echo.
Oh, no! You'll
Yeah,
be
I don't want
fine.
to hear your voice twice as much.
You'll be fine. Okay, here we go. We'll see how this goes.
Oh jeez, this is killing me already. Are you making full screen?
Thanks, Gamer's Little Playground. I'm gonna sit on my little tiny sofa here. So you've already seen this, but we'll watch it again because it's important.
Oh, that's right.
Ah, is it what's his name?
Garland.
Garland. So that's one thing I don't understand about this game. Is why they went with the crystal thing instead of just blood. Because when you're fighting enemies, you do like these combo moves, these finishing moves. And instead of like doing blood and gore, it just does crystals. It's like they should have an option to like choose between them. Yeah, see, it does blood there, but it doesn't do it in the game. It's dumb.
They do that stupid Kingdom Hearts crap.
Again, I mean, I get it that, you know, you don't want your kids seeing such all the blood and gore, but you should have an option where you can like turn it off or whatever. I like this part, Tim.
Over there like, where's blood?
No, it's where they're like, we can't really do anything, we give up.
Oh, the guards, yeah. Is this where he's stealing the princess?
Yeah,
Right?
that's
That's
his
right.
freaking princess in his arms.
Yeah, can't remember. And now we go to Magitech land.
I wonder if
So
it's
the
gonna
rest of
be like bad frame rate like that in the 4K. When I on my computer when I played it in 4K, I had to turn it down because it was frame skipping. I get to listen to all their hammy dialogue.
I happen to have it pulled up at the same time, and it looks better on my screen than on your stream. So I don't know.
Well, of course on my stream. My stream might
Yeah.
be only 1080p.
Yeah. So I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you're seeing live, but it looks good on my.
Are we gonna actually watch them fight? I don't want to watch them fight. I thought it said it was only the cutscenes.
Well, this might just be the beginning of the tutorial. There's no way you can play through the game in 3 hours, right?
No. It took me like 100 plus hours.
We won?
We what?
Looks like it.
Then why doesn't it feel like it?
Because it's the beginning of the game.
Did you see the word prologue? And hear Galadriel's voice explaining the world before you started fighting? Should have known someone.
Oh, I gotta skip over this stupid. There's your commercial for Bud Light. I don't remember that being part of Final Fantasy. What happened to the sound?
I don't know. Oh, mine doesn't have a sound either, so there's just no sound.
Well, why isn't there sound?
I don't know. It's probably because of this point there's no music.
No, there is. This is where it starts playing the... Oh, this stream sucks like this. I don't want to watch it on this stream.
I skip forward and there's sound.
Well, for some reason they didn't want to put... It's probably because this is the opening sequence and it's probably copyrighted. It's Frank Sinatra singing something. I think it's Frank Sinatra.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Checks his cell phone. Like seriously, when I was playing this, I was like, the entire time I was watching the story, I'm like, this story is so stupid. It was like Square's B Team, but then at the end, it was awesome. Damn, but you'll have to wait 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, see, it's jerky.
Space Gondor.
Yeah. And there's the polygamous girl.
There was like TJ, or not TJ Maxx.
Ross.
What did we say? Another, what's that store?
Walmart.
No.
Target.
Look,
J. Crew
crystals can sense each other.
You have one too, don't you?
Those dark crystals, though, Tim. Oh.
Chaos.
Oh, you gotta light them up, boys.
Me too.
The voice
Good.
acting sucks.
We're all in the same hunt.
Their designs are
Jack.
weird too. Like those two are like typical Final
Ash.
Fantasy, and then that guy's like Brad Pitt from Fight Club.
Yes. Who wears a green with white, like, what do you even call that? A bracelet? A sweatband? I don't know.
Yeah, the sweatband. It's like the 80s. Like he's gonna go running in the park. Or he's on some like roller skating troupe that does skits and routines. Wow, it's a water airship.
Like, what's the point of the cells if
If your ship is entirely metal and it's gonna sink like a tank.
like I said in my other commentary that I'm not gonna have to redo.
What?
I love how like when you
Me
equip
inside
different
the plane?
items though and outfits that it changes.
In the cutscenes,
It's just a scratch.
It changes in the cutscenes. It changes in the regular.
the gameplay.
Yeah.
When are we gonna fight
Yeah,
chaos?
I like when games do that. There's
Well,
always
this monster hunting is a pain in the ass.
All swearing.
Seriously. Fingers crossed we're done.
a cool knife.
And like after this level,
Time
That
to
cool
pay the
space
king a
knife
visit.
goes really well with his Nike.
yeah,
And we don't leave without
those
answers.
green Nikes.
Awesome design team here.
He's got like white shoes, brown pants, a white tee, and then green
The
handbags.
anime hair.
The rulers die.
Ooh,
The seas
Oh,
languish.
this is the
The
monologue
earth
from the beginning of the original
decays.
game right
the
here.
earth.
The people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment.
Yeah, this
When
is the original.
darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of
going on
light
here.
shall come.
Is
You
that
are
music in this
skilled,
game?
to be
Original
sure.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy music?
Yeah.
Few could
I think all the
assail
songs
even
are.
one of those abominations,
What?
let alone
I think
3.
there's only like 2 songs in the
There is
original
still
game.
the matter of your number, however.
That's true.
When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come.
So we 3 are here.
And your crystals trouble me. They do not shine the color they should.
Can't argue with that. But you need warriors, right? Look in front of you. Here we are, ready and willing to take chaos down for you.
I think this is the
And with
last
all due respect,
scene that they do
isn't
TJ
that what
Maxx.
matters most?
After
Oh,
this,
really?
they actually put on real fantasy looking.
Yet a question still weighs on my mind, warriors of the Dark Crystal.
It's not a question, that's a crown.
Why court danger so eagerly? What could you possibly hope to gain?
And the graphics in it are awesome.
All I
The
care about is
levels
seeing
are awesome,
chaos
too.
dead. I
Yeah,
need
I
to.
like watching him play for a little bit, but it was the pirates.
It's not a hope
And it was just
or a dream.
cavern after you
It's
just
like a
deeper and
hunger,
deeper and deeper until you
a
got to the boat,
thirst.
and I was like, I'm so
Hmm.
tired of looking at these rocks. And you got
Does
lost
that
like
answer
twice.
your question?
Yeah, there's no there's no
Very well.
Map.
map. Yeah.
Minister Lyko, fetch the key to the
He's a
shrine.
very sci-fi King Arthur.
And
design
get someone to iron your cloak already.
Jed,
here.
I place the future of Cornelia in your hands.
Corneria.
We accept. Yeah,
Do not
Cornelia.
fail us.
No, Corneria.
No, it's an L, Tim. Unless I can, maybe if you're Japanese.
I'm
That was
getting my
racist.
Original
deliver the
book.
key.
Oh, they played this on PlayStation
Make your preparations and wait
How can
for
you
me
tell?
at the city
Oh.
gates.
because of the buttons
Oh, I see.
right there. The PS5 is or PS4 or 5 are the only ones that have that button. You have Nikes.
It was Corneria, not R. Coneria. They changed the name. I have it right here. The original Nintendo Power Strategy Guide.
Serves you well on the battlefield.
That's funny.
Even
I
so,
wonder if it's just because
kindly ask
they're like the translator's like, how do you say it in Japanese? And he's like, Corneria. But it was actually supposed to be an L.
To save us from the darkness. I know you will.
Also, no, they
May the
moved the R
crystal's
too.
blessing
The other
This-
was C-O-N.
This
not
girl
R-N.
is so annoying, Princess Mia.
Yeah. She was in the movie too. Or the-
It's like half people are dressed in like as polygamous, half of them are dressed as fantasy, and half of them are dressed in like modern
It's
clothing.
like Renaissance man, and then like
Yeah, it's like going to a Renaissance fair in modern days, where like you got normal people and
street clothes.
yeah.
Blooming in a dark wasteland.
So that means next time I can just wear my 80s clothes and I'll be like in Final Fantasy cosplay.
Come on, Jack. Wouldn't kill you to smile for
Who's
once.
that?
That's the princess of Cornelia,
Burns.
Sarah.
And with a few more scars.
Wait, I thought Sarah's the one that
It's
got
nothing.
kidnapped.
Jack,
She was. This is like, you gotta watch it, Tim.
Wonderful.
Oh,
In
okay.
that case,
This is before that.
too much trouble.
Oh.
Would you be able to spare some for our soldiers in the castle? There's no
Why is she
medicine,
walking
is
around
there?
town in her wedding dress?
Is there something wrong with it?
That's how Aldrich princesses dress,
I
Tim.
need a favor from you. I
In
heard
white?
you were
Yes.
Like
fine,
all the
so
time?
I thought this would be my only chance to ask.
Favor?
Two, actually.
Of course.
He's playing hard to
There was
get.
a knight by the name of Garland who set off to battle chaos as well, but he never returned.
Oh,
If you could,
There's
I
some
would be
exposition
grateful if
dump.
you looked for him.
Look, we don't have time for a rescue mission, Princess.
yeah, princess. Because we gotta go do stuff that we don't know what to do.
Just keep an eye out for him.
what does he look like?
He always wore such splendid armor, with a helmet that was terrifying to behold. He towered over the other knights. Even so, his voice was.
He also
always
turned them
loud.
into crystal and threw them into the ceiling.
Perhaps 10 years ago. Although it seems just like yesterday. No one believes me. Not the minister, not my father.
Look at that guy in the
They
background
say
to hold their
the name
loot.
of Garland never
As you wish. We'll see what we can do about your missing
Yeah, there's
units.
frame rate problems, even on the PlayStation 5. That's one of the reasons I think maybe they didn't do Blood, because maybe it would take too much power, but I don't know, processing power.
And soon.
But those crystals can't, well, they're just
May the
polygons, so.
crystal's blessing be with you. Always.
Crystal's blessings.
I think their armor is cool in this.
Yeah, I like that. Except for they're wearing like
Oh,
EDU.
commercial!
Your crystal vibrating too?
Yeah, weird.
Is that your crystal vibrating in your pocket?
We need to focus.
Or were you watching the
Tomorrow's
princess
gonna
walk
be
away?
a long day. Let's get some rest.
And they don't even, it's like, I want to see how that fits in their pocket.
Yeah, I've put rocks that big in my
Jack,
pocket as a
just
kid.
the guy I
and
wanted
it
to
really
see.
does make a
I heard you're
bulge
off to the shrine
and a
tomorrow.
weight on your
Why don't
watch.
you spend the night here?
Yeah.
Great. Come on in.
He seems awful eager. I wouldn't trust him.
Come sleep here. I like that big neon sign they have over his head.
That says in.
News of your departure will soon spread.
A
Failure
little late for
will leave a
that.
stain on the king's reputation. Bear this in mind. Travel northwest.
Ever since Final Fantasy IV, I don't trust any, what do they call them, of the
Go
king?
with the crystal's
Chancellor.
blessing.
Yeah, Chancellors of the King. It's like he's evil for sure.
I'm like, you're a fiend, I know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you're gonna kill the king trying to take his place.
Oh, well, maybe that's why this took 4 hours, is because it shows us the loading screens. You serious? Come on, man. I think there's a way if you double click you can skip past parts of YouTube, but
Yeah, you have the fast forward option, but don't do it because I'm playing along at home. And I'll be out of sync.
like I said, I think the level design is awesome. The bats, Tim.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
You gonna make us go in there and find you?
That guy's annoying.
Guess we'll just show ourselves in.
They're all annoying. I haven't heard one good voice in this game yet. Maybe Garland.
The
would
black
be-
guy is okay. Except for his
He's
clothes.
Yeah. None of them are cool, man. They all suck.
Wait, it's not gonna show us. Is this like a speed walkthrough or something?
Speed run. Here,
No.
I'm gonna look at the description while you watch. Let's see.
Maybe that's why it took so long. Might have to find another one that's only cutscenes.
No, it's fine.
Keep it up,
I want to
everyone.
see the game.
Damn, where does all that start?
'Cause
It looks like
probably
they
cut out
skip
the
parts.
shopping and stuff, if there is any.
Darkness wasn't bad enough.
Yeah, they skipped ahead to this.
Yeah, I'm sure they did it tastefully. Let's just watch it. Because I want to see. I didn't get to watch the game. I want to see what the levels look like and stuff. He got a job level up. What's his job?
See how he like does special moves, but it just instead of doing it like all bloody, it just does
Let's see what
crystals.
secrets this
Yeah.
place is hiding.
He just killed a Demogorgon in Stranger Things.
That chaos saves the
Lord.
biggest tower for himself.
Still got a ways to
What
go.
the crap?
Yeah.
That's
stay
his
alert.
castle?
Yeah.
Stay focused.
Holy cow.
Enemy spotted.
So much for him being like in some old ruins that he found up to the north. He's like, I built this future city.
Yeah, see their armor changes, so it's really cool.
So they found gear and stuff in the dungeon that we just didn't see.
Yeah. So it is skipping past things. And it I think it has the same. No, it doesn't have the same. It has some jobs.
Like side quests.
No, like samurai, ninja, like all of them.
Oh, classes.
Yeah, job classes.
Wow, they have like completely new clothes by the end of the first level.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, and thank goodness.
No. I am to become. And who are you?
We're here to kill chaos.
The prophecy's very own warriors of light.
Sometimes it covers your whole face like that, and so you can't see their facial
He
expressions.
always wore such splendid armor.
Why does it say Armored Knight? We already know who it is.
It's Garland.
Thank you.
Oh, they're figuring it
I
out.
am to become chaos.
Okay.
At least he ironed his cloak.
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like Final Fantasy. It's actually more complicated than Final Fantasy VII Remake, the combat. I really like it. It does take some getting used to though, because you use every single button and combos, and like it gets crazy.
I don't like that.
It took me the entire 100 hours to like learn all the controls basically, because each
That's
class
amazing.
has its own different thing. And
Do you toggle characters you play, or do you only play as the main
no,
guy?
he only plays what's his name?
Jed?
Yeah, Jed. But the cool thing about it is the other guys, you can sort of control them. Like you tell them to attack. Like you tell them when the best time to attack is.
Yeah.
And they actually are helpful.
Yeah, it's like Kingdom Come, where you have Donald and Goofy.
Yeah, a little bit, but they're way more valuable than Donald and Goofy. Like you can literally decide to be like a healer and keep your distance and just give them commands and beat the enemy without ever having to attack.
Yeah, that's much more strong than Donald and Goofy.
Time for the reveal.
You need to let me kid for that.
It's gonna be Anakin Skywalker. I don't know how she wore that armor.
What?
Wait.
It was a princess?
Well, it's not the princess.
It's her.
Yeah.
I am
just like
Garland's
before.
daughter.
That's a cool sword.
Crazy.
I don't remember that sword.
Her Garland sword?
Yeah. Well, when whatever Garland was wielding, I don't think it was that sword, was it?
No, I don't think so. It was like a big.
And not chaos.
You're not neon, you're
No,
black.
It's black.
Oh, you're like the whitest.
Feels like there's a story behind that.
You're like albino girl wearing a black shirt.
My
You are not
allies
neon.
and I set out to rid the land of
With
chaos.
dyed hair.
Looking at as he looks
The
in the
journey took
camera.
its toll.
I don't think that those are covering bandage
One by one
or
we fell.
wounds. Those bandages are covering wounds.
It was then that I finally realized the truth. Chaos isn't a man.
She's
or
wearing
monster.
like a Catholic schoolgirl sailor costume.
Chaos.
Yeah,
It's
with
just a fairy tale. The
with
darkness,
bandages
the
for some reason.
beasts, This despair that eats away at people's hearts. It's easy to blame a single thing for all of that. It gives people hope to think the world can be saved with a single heroic deed,
Yeah, this
even if it's
this
never that simple.
over dramatic acting is
So I
sounding a lot
decided
like
to
Amber
become
Heard on the
sacrifice.
stand.
I offered myself to the darkness and prayed
I'm not trying to be
become
topical.
chaos,
It really does remind me
hoping
of that.
some band of heroes would defeat me.
Yeah, the
and
voice
thus
acting
bring
is
an end to
terrible.
this empty dream.
Yeah, I haven't heard a single good one yet.
It's actually better when their faces are covered.
Bullshit.
Oh! He says that a lot. He likes to swear. Oh! Yeah, and it tries to be cool like that all the time. It's like, yeah, I'm edgy. I'm a millennial.
He's out there.
What was
I
that
can
music?
feel him.
Was that in the game?
I just
Yeah.
have to keep looking. I'll find him.
Excuse me, your collar's popped on one side. The other one's starting to get limp. You need some starch.
He's like, okay, well, you're gonna have to get different clothes.
4 warriors
You
of light
can't wear
shall
that.
come,
It doesn't look sci-fi enough.
and I
It's
am
not gonna
one for
protect you.
We don't need someone whose heart's not in it.
How'd she know the
Then
secret
show me
opening
chaos.
scroll?
Do that, and I might even start to respect you.
Respect me?
Deal.
Fist bumps with our powers combined.
We better get back to the castle. Wouldn't want to disappoint our patrons.
Yeah, it's very Voltron.
Maces is now available.
Fool's massive too. Okay, so explain what happened. So she was just possessed or something? Like she just put
Wow.
on the scary armor
So this
for
is what
nothing?
the city's like.
She said she prayed to become
forgotten.
chaos, and so she became that thing.
Looks like you're as forgetful as the rest of us.
I don't know. Like I said, the story makes 0 sense until the very end.
I guess so.
I guess so.
We're forgetting things all the time.
I guess it's the price we have to pay for this strength.
I guess you're
Attachments to this world
overexposed.
will just make it harder to do our duty. It's a mercy to forget.
A mercy, huh? Whose mercy? Someone or something must have decided to make it this way. Who was it?
It's me. I forgot.
Oh, okay. How convenient. And this is the butt scene.
It was got butt showing chaps on. And her skirt that goes, that's
10
like a
years
shirt.
ago? Although it seems just like yesterday.
The other thing that's funny, and I don't know why they did it, but they won't allow you to sell your beginning clothes. You always have your beginning clothes, and there's no reason for it.
The throne was empty. Or perhaps you lost heart and fled the shrine.
You there.
Look how small the
Leo.
king's legs are, or feet are.
Do you also bear a crystal?
I
Ta-da!
think you've seen it before.
Now I have a lump of coal.
Very
Like
good.
a rock from Hawaii.
Four
It's all lava.
warriors. Four
What did they
crystals.
didn't even call them crystals in the
Still
Final
back
Fantasy
as
Origins, right? What did they
They
call
were
it?
orbs.
Orbs,
Orbs.
yeah.
Warriors of light of the forest.
And that's what they should be calling them now, based on what they look like.
As
Yeah,
is your
exactly.
right, I will reveal the prophecy of Lucan in its entirety.
We already read it.
There's more.
When
That's
darkness
how the audience feels.
fails the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. This land is home to 4 crystals: fire, wind, water, and earth. The darkness corrupting them causes fires to rage, winds to die, seas to languish, and earth to decay. The people are lost, and scarce little light.
His shirt
remains
is like
in
so
their
puffy, he had to have straps installed to like
Right.
hold down the
So
puppiness
you want us to do
give it the
something
folds in
about
the
the
right places.
darkness clouding the crystals.
Indeed. Will you accept?
What
Oh,
about
okay.
chaos?
Rekindle the light of the crystals, and you shall win the right to claim you've slain chaos. Will that not sate your pride?
What are you saying? That
So
chaos
how
doesn't
come their
exist?
clothes all match? Like, did they do you get clothes like unique to each character as you,
Chaos is
as you
only
fight
a
the
tale.
It's
stuff,
no.
or-
Passed
It's
down
not unique to
from
each
our
character. It's
forebears
unique to
to
each
give the people hope.
class.
Hope
Okay.
that by slaying the
That's
beast
why
in
she
his
doesn't
lair,
have any
peace
clothes
will
yet.
be restored.
No, I'm saying they all match their style
You
and
have
colors.
not
That's what I'm
fight.
asking.
I mean, it's just coincidence at this point. Because they
Well, I'm
change a
saying,
lot.
Like, so you'll open up a treasure chest,
However,
and it will have
the
a
seeds
outfit,
of a
and you just put it on
new
one
hope
person.
have been planted
No.
here. Now, a hope we can
I guess
see.
I don't understand the class
Yes,
stuff you're
a
talking
hope we can believe.
Like different
Jack, Ash,
Jed.
Neon. Deliver this world from the clutches of darkness.
Like everybody can wear everything, but only certain classes can wear certain
Well, then, if
things.
you'll come with me.
Some classes can wear the
First
same things,
destination
but
should be Provoca, which can be reached after crossing into the northern continent.
about. That's the right name.
So,
I'm gonna call out the
The
names that are
town's mayor
different.
should have information on the crystal's whereabouts.
And then the pirates will give you a ship
Go forth,
after you kill
warriors
Blinky.
of light. You are this realm's
Thank you. But then, like, different, like, say you have gauntlets. Some gauntlets might be specifically designed to be, like, more compatible with different classes and
Be safe,
stuff like that.
everyone. Go with the crystal's blessing.
Thanks. By the way,
Good luck on
Princess,
your wedding.
we didn't see anyone who matched your description of Garland at the Chaos Shrine.
Liar?
I see.
Oh, they're covering for the little girl.
But that means
Yeah.
we might
Wait.
find your knight somewhere else.
Oh no, they're
Sorry,
covering
that's
for
all we
Negan.
have.
Yeah.
I do hope he's out there
I
somewhere.
didn't realize there's 3 girls in the story already.
I don't mean to pry, but what was your relationship with Garland?
Wasn't he captain of the guard or something?
I get it.
That's what she said. I think.
Well, that's what he was in the game, in the original. If I remember right.
Go back to the inn.
Hey there, Jack. You just got back from the shrine, right?
Hello, creepy
The
bard.
minister paid your room for the night, so why not get some rest?
Mm.
Man.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Like, he's supposed to be, like, this tough guy, but he just comes off dumb.
And clearly not intimidating to anyone.
All the king does is sit around on his throne all day.
Yeah, but that's every role-playing game. Or Final Fantasy game.
And
Look
so
at that space
their
lantern,
journey
or lantern.
begins.
He's riding the
And so their quest
Does it show the
begins.
bridge?
What bridge? Oh, the
This
bridge
is
out
so
of Cornelia.
when they go
There you
over-
go.
yeah.
There's a bridge.
As the four
Yeah.
warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before
And
them.
originally you get to the bridge and then it
They
has
did
this
not
little
even know the
narrative.
true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals that once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had
See, there's your music.
the
Yeah.
time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world
Ah.
once more into light.
I don't know why the graphics are so
Yeah.
bad, though.
That shot's like a much better version. But
Yeah.
That's the exact shot of the frame of the first one.
Yeah.
Provoca. That's actually a cool shot. Too bad it went too quick. They should have just lingered on that shot longer instead of showing the freaking
Huh? What's up with
guy
them?
writing in his journal. A bunch of strange space guys who came in from out of nowhere, and they're all being ripped by pirates.
You? That's for my dad.
They spit? I didn't see what he did.
He threw a rock.
What happened to him?
Oh.
He commanded him to set sail for the crystals, and he never came back.
You're blaming
He's been
them.
like, he's been sending Warriors of Light out over and over again.
But it was chaos that did the deed.
It's like, well, the last 4 died. You must be the chosen.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
here to make sure that
Every
never
4
happens
people
again.
he's
For all the kids
clustered
like you
together
who
in
are
town.
awesome.
He's like, you 4.
For all of Cornelia.
Say something, Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Where's Mayor?
Say a swear word.
He's dead too. Captain Bickey looks after us now.
Captain.
No.
Yeah,
Did he say Bicky?
he lives in that cave.
Bicky?
Yeah. Isn't that's the name of the pirate, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was Blinky. Let's see. Captain. Yeah, Bikke.
They're giving you a chance to read.
We've been walking for a while. Is this the cave the kid was talking about?
I don't see any other caves. Let's head in.
Damn webs.
No sweat.
I could do this all
Yeah, I
day.
watched you play all this nonsense. nonsense.
Enemy spot.
Oh, I wonder where we got that line from. Could be Captain America.
What line?
I could do this all day.
Pretty sure that's not an original Captain America line.
Well, he said it like 7 times throughout the series.
That is some
It's not
boat.
like, it's not like original.
He said stones.
Yeah, we do have 4 stones.
Your big A?
Aye, to some. Captain, to you lot.
We're looking for
Looks
the
like
crystals.
Jed's older brother.
We were supposed to find the mayor, but I guess he's dead. Looks like you have the run of the town now.
Their clothes are not.
Aye, that's the world we live in, where people have to turn.
Sometimes they don't match.
Pure chaos, if you ask me.
Like, what's he wearing? He's like, I'm gonna wear a headband,
Just
a
tell us where
sweatband,
the
really.
crystals are.
And it's gonna have a big metal ornament on the front to protect just my forehead. And I hope the weight doesn't pull it down over my face.
Whatever, I like his outfit.
Look at that. What's he supposed to do? Can't hit me in the head. Except for on top and in the
What are
back.
you talking about?
Jed!
Oh, I thought you were talking about the captain.
No, his is cool. No, it's Jed. He literally, the top of it, he's wearing a sweatband that has a big, huge metal ornament on the front. That's gonna be super heavy. It's gonna slide all over the place. That's like ridiculous. No, the pilot looks cool. You should join your team because he looks better than your guy.
Oh, he only has one. He only has one HP meter. Usually they have 2. I wonder if this is like the easy level. Yeah.
What did you say? You wonder what?
If this is like easy mode. Probably just story mode.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Just make it smoother if you're doing a recording to get just the story. Get it out. Oh!
Yeah, they're trying to get some kind of information from him, I think.
He's like, where's the keys to your ship?
That's enough. There ain't no ships left to plunder and booty left to steal.
Very subtle
We're getting
Captain
soft.
Jack Sparrow
I
music.
have I got my juices.
Yeah.
That totally sounds like Pirates of the Caribbean.
You want to know
Cheers.
about crystals? Astos is your man. This boat will take you right to his doorstep.
Astos.
Friend of yours?
No.
He's
Never
an
heard of
ass.
him.
Calls
Those.
himself King of the Dark Elves. Not elves, mind you. Dark elves.
What's the difference?
That's racist.
It depends on who you ask. Some say he drank the lifeblood of 50 scoreless king. Some say he made a deal with chaos. Stories and legends abound.
What kind of deal?
Oh yeah, that's a stupid outfit.
Ask him yourself.
Yeah. Who, Jed?
Yeah.
This journey might not be a waste after all.
I have cloth covering my mouth. This big metal thing on my forehead, but like nothing protecting the back or the top.
Yeah, and I have no idea who's like writing these like little things. I read some of them, and then after a while, I was like, I have no idea what the point of any of this is. So I just stopped paying attention to the story, basically. Actually, the cutscenes started to get a lot sparser.
And we're here.
Oh, really?
Best gadget.
Yeah, after this.
Well, the first half of the game
How do we get
is
back?
more like until you get your
Just
airship in the
focus on
original,
getting to
it's a lot more
Astos with your
epic.
head
Like
on
you
your
go from here, they
shoulders.
lead you to this town, you lead you to this town, they lead you to this town with
Souls.
characters. After that, it
Did the
becomes
trick.
This is basically just go get
I
it
bet
for
this place
crystals.
is filled with secret
Yeah.
rooms. And
Once
hidden
you get your
treasure.
airship, yeah, it's
I
just
wonder what riches
go
the
to
king
town,
of the Dark
get your
Elves has
gear, go
spoiled.
fight a dungeon.
The music in this game is pretty cool, like the way they remade it though. I really like it, especially Astel's castle.
Don't scream when it taps you on the shoulder.
Oh, this is the fighting music, so you won't be able... Oh, there you can hear it. The cathedral music. A little bit.
His power is no joke.
It's pretty
You
cool.
think he might be the one?
We need to make sure.
They also did this cool thing with like giant catapults and
Elevator.
stuff. No, I don't care about the elevator.
Stupid.
Oh, they're not even gonna show the catapult, or is that later?
Did Bikke lie to us?
He's a pirate. How could he lie?
Yeah, it's pretty cool enemies too. Yeah, see he's I think he's he might be a white mage. No, that's a black mage. But you basically just stay out of the way and cast spells. Oh, there now he has two. It must just be the first one. Now he has two life meters. Because the enemy changes halfway through with its tactics. Yeah. See, now he's not on his horse anymore.
What's inside? With the Dark Elves?
First we gotta crack it open.
You should get closer to your mic or something, Tim. Like, I can barely hear you sometimes.
Is this better?
Yeah, a lot better.
Amazing what 1 inch can do.
Oh, oh, pulled off your head. Oh, he's a very violent person.
He's good.
Better than good. Only Jack can fight like that.
Glad to see you.
Only Jack can say die, die, die and stab with the spear.
What?
Now that's a cool outfit. He's got, except for the scarf, which is stupid. It's a cool coat, though.
Bravo,
clap.
Jack. And a round of applause for Jed Ash. And Neon, of course.
You know who we are?
I'm a dark elf, you see.
You see?
And we dark elves...
Just tell us about the crystals. That's all I want to know.
Good, good. Those who are to forge the future mustn't be concerned with trivialities.
Then cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase, that's a Hollywood thing. Why would he say that? That's the dumbest line. Assholes, when you're editing your movie, cut to the chase. Idiot.
My castle is here. Make your way through this forest until you reach a tower.
Thanks for showing
At
the
its
audience while it's
zenith,
like
you will
upside down
find
from
the
an awkward
wind
view.
crystal. The journey will be perilous.
Yeah, that's one of the
but
things
I
I hated.
suspect
It didn't
that
have an
doesn't
overworld.
pass
Well, it
us
does, like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. So dumb.
Yeah, you couldn't do
Any
anything.
question?
It existed, but you couldn't like,
Just
navigate.
one.
And there's no
Is it
airship in
true
this one
you
either.
made a deal with chaos?
No, but you will. Chaos, darkness given form, given purpose. By its hand were the crystals extinguished, and only by its hand can they be restored. Of course, a deal with a monster commands a high price. Your very lives may be required as tender. Is that funny?
I just forgot what it's like to hear some good news for once.
Oh, I want to die. I have suicidal thoughts.
Safe travels,
Wait, so where's he sending you?
To get the crystals. They just are asking him where the crystals are.
So you don't have to go go to the Marsh Cave, get the Mystic Key, go wake the sleeping prince of the elves. All that crap is out of it.
Yeah. That's not in it.
Stupid. It's like, yeah, why have a little quest to help the elves, especially when we stop to spend time talking about how he's specifically a dark elf.
Chaos
He
exists.
thought that bird was funny.
I knew it. I told you.
I've been here before too.
So you know where to go.
Reference
Not really. It's just a vague sense.
rebels. All right, here we're getting derailed from the story.
You're ahead of me or something.
Oh, am I? That far.
I didn't hear him say anything about rebels.
There.
I'm watching your stream.
What are you? Answer me.
I'm like 2 seconds ahead. Are you fighting Lahabu?
Yeah.
Stormbreaker.
You just opened the black hole.
So fusing together.
Oh, it's losing control.
that's
and fast. So easy. Let's stamp this thing out.
Stamp it out.
Come on, we can do this.
Yeah, he likes to use the black wizard. Eventually you get a class that's pretty cool called Sage, which basically does all the top level black and white spells. Just like Tella. It does.
I'm gonna punch this black hole.
I don't think it. Yeah, it has. I think it does have Meteo. I think that's the most powerful black.
In this game?
That's
Yeah.
all?
It has Ultima. I never cast it though. It's really hard to cast.
Ultima never came until Final Fantasy VI.
Wait up!
Oh, there's the Crystal Palace.
Who's in the Crystal Palace? I don't know what's going on anymore.
They're just going to get the crystals.
From where?
Because he told them, the king told them, if they get all the crystals, then it will destroy chaos or whatever.
Right.
So now they're just going to all the 4 crystals to get them.
Lots of bats.
We had to go to Provoca, get a ship
Wherever
to
it
go talk
is,
to
we better get there first.
Astos to tell them the exact same thing.
Yeah, I can't remember why they. Well, the captain told them to
Said there'd be
go
a crystal at the top of the tower.
talk to Astos.
Where there's a
Yeah.
crystal.
Because they're like, who are we? He's like, go talk to Astos, he'll tell you. And then he's like, starts talking, and Jed is like, be quiet and tell us how to get to the crystals.
Hey Jack, when did you teach Sarah that song?
Yeah, Jack.
It's a classic. Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it from the other Final Fantasies.
Oh, Shimra!
I think it's pronounced Chimera.
I called it Shimera as a kid. Because I didn't know any better when I was 9.
It might be Chimera or Chimera, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's a K sound.
I didn't know they had a snake tail.
You couldn't tell with those 3 pixels on the end of it.
That's more like it. Thanks.
Now I don't look at the original.
You know, smudge its face. So one of the cool game dynamics that I like, you see that yellow bar next to the life bar? That's like a break bar. If you use certain, like, its weak attacks or certain special attacks, that bar will go down, and you can like insta kill them basically, instead of taking down all their hit points, which is sort of a cool dynamic. I like it. Or you can just wear down on its life. Like if you haven't figured out the strategy. So it's like the difference between the way I play Final Fantasy and the way you play Final Fantasy, Tim.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Art?
Yeah, the original art's really blurry, but it looks like there are different heads. I never really noticed that before. I just thought it was like a lion with wings. We got this! Cut to the chase. It's the
Yeah,
dumbest
see.
line to have in a video game like
It looks like, see, they just beat him by health that time.
Wait, so where you are, they already beat him?
Well, they're doing the,
Cut to the end.
yeah.
Final move. Turning him to crystal
That's it?
instead of a bloody
No
carcass.
chaos? And no crystal.
Did Astos trick us?
Aww. Aww. Now that's part of the original story, though. He does trick you. He does deceive you.
I know where we are.
There's a crystal, you just have to go in the crystal room. See, it's a crystal chandelier.
It starts on its own.
I don't even remember this part.
Logging in. Logging in. Welcome. Are you the owners of this terminal?
Logging in?
We have been waiting for you. Commencing transport.
The heck?
Transport to Flying Fortress. Complete.
There was a flying fortress in the old one.
Yeah,
and it was all
at the very end of the game.
Yeah, and it was all technologically advanced too.
Yeah, like robots and stuff in there. Yeah. Remember, that's what I was complaining about, because the that sci-fi aspect existed, but it was like a clash, because it was like all these rumors and everything of all this high-tech stuff and this fortress going to the moon or whatever.
Yeah.
And the Lunarians or whatever they were.
Yeah, the Lunarians are in this.
Yeah. So they were like a high tech people. So when you have Corneria and they're all like high tech, it's like so what's the point of the Lunarian? Excuse me, Custcenes, you're all pixelated. Is that? Do you not know who she is?
I don't think so. No. She's not in the original.
No, I mean in this. They haven't introduced
No,
us.
they haven't introduced her yet.
Well,
That is her instruction. That is her introduction. All right, everybody make crappy grunting noises as you get up, so we know how hard it was to get up.
Calm down, we're okay. Or else why would that thing
They've never seen space before. That's sort of funny.
Oh, yeah, it was, yeah. It was a teleporter too. It did beam you up into the Sky City.
Enemy spotted.
Come on, follow me.
Sentinels! Oh, Guardians. These things are. This is where the game got kind of tough.
Yeah.
It was like they didn't have save points back in the old days, so it was like it was a hard climb, even if you were pretty high level.
Oh, you mean in the original?
In the original, yeah.
So this
like,
is
if you
a
didn't
tough
push-
game. Like, it's Dark Souls level tough. You've never played Dark Souls, but it's like it's one of the first video games of the new era that was like really, really hard.
React like
The
this.
Kraken.
Here we are.
No, Tiamat. Is it Tiamat?
I
He's
can't
at the top of the
remember.
castle.
I can't remember which enemy it is.
Well, Kraken's underwater.
It's not Kraken.
Um, It's Tiamat. Tiamat's in the moon village.
The past leaves scars behind. Ignore them.
Is someone messaging us?
Are you
I was
Chaos?
just noticing that. I can't see it though.
Yeah, it is Tiamat.
It's servant?
We are thieves of chaos, masters of the crystals. Their power courses through our veins. You shall not have them.
Why don't you turn around when you talk to me?
If you there are.
Maybe he talks out of his mouth.
Last one.
Yeah, someone's chatting. I just can't see who's chatting.
Then come and meet your fate. Your foolish journey ends here.
Well, it sounded like it was the chat for Discord.
I know its name. Tiamat.
It's pronounced Tiamat, Tim.
No. Why? Because they said so in their terrible voice acting?
Yes, Tiamat.
They had some, like 5 people in Asia that happened to speak English that they got recordings. Yeah, someone's chatting to you, but I can't see it.
Okay, let me put it on pause. Take a look.
No, no.
Well, I'll wait till we get to the next loading screen. Sorry, I get whoever you are.
I don't know why I can't see the chat on the side here.
Sounded to me like Discord though. I wonder if it's that guy who played Warcraft with or chatted with us during Warcraft. What was his name?
I saw it earlier today, but I clicked on it. I don't think it's it. It looks like it's a little off man.
We won?
Looks like.
It's like, I don't believe it, we won.
Get down!
Get down! Cut off one of its heads, it just grows more heads. That's not Tiamat though, that's what creature is that?
That's a bunch of snake heads.
Yeah.
What the hell is it doing?
More heads? Oh, I'm sick of these things.
For every one that grows back, we'll cut 2 of them.
That guy doesn't understand communication very well.
It grew all of its heads back. I don't know why he keeps trying to cast spells when he doesn't have any mana left. Now he does.
In the original game, the big long walkway, there's like a one square bridge that goes all the way up to Tiamat.
Yeah.
On that walkway is the only screen that has one specific robot centurion, guardian thing that has a lot of like instant death spells.
Yeah.
And if you get caught on that, you're done.
Yeah, see, they had to use the break meter to destroy him. Hello, 5th Warrior of Light. Oh, sorry, Tim. Spoiler alert.
What? There's another rock?
Hi, I'm the girl who doesn't wear makeup well.
Did you defeat Tiamat?
Yeah.
She said it that way too, Tim.
Well,
Tiamat.
And you are?
She just said Tiamat.
No,
We
she
came
said
here to
Tiamat.
challenge the darkness,
I beg to
but
differ.
it seems we were no match for it.
Shall I call you Mysterious Girl? Or do you have a name? I can't remember her name. Okay, Joe Biden.
I am Sophia. Well met.
Do you always touch people like this when you just meet them?
Oh, he took her breath away.
And now the wind crystal shall be made whole.
She's very happy about that.
So did they skip a bunch to get the fire and earth or anything, or is this?
No crystal.
No, they gotta get. They still have to get them. This is just one of the. This is the first crystal they've got.
In the game, it had to go to Tiamat first.
I mean, I think you can choose which one you go to first. So maybe they just did it out of order because they didn't play the original. Obviously, Tim.
Well, the narrative should walk you because there aren't the different dungeons at different difficulty levels.
Yeah, it is. But if it's on easy, then maybe it doesn't matter.
They're that good.
Well, I'm just saying it's on easy, so it doesn't matter.
Ah, here's a teleporter.
Is this one gonna start talking too?
Yeah, funny guy. That's hilarious. Yeah, the Japanese really know how to make Americans laugh.
Actually, that's a decent joke, Tim. Most of them are stupid, but that one was okay.
Is that one gonna talk too? No, that was a terrible joke. How come her hair keeps changing colors?
Lighting, Tim. It's all about lighting.
Oh, is that it? There's no red light in this room. Well, I guess it's on his cloak.
Many times. And many times.
And her nose.
This has been my grave.
Oh. Sorry, I'm gassed.
I want nothing more than to destroy chaos. Until I do, there is a yearning inside me that cannot be sated.
A yearning?
In other words,
that's gonna get dirty real quick.
I see no reason to refuse.
I don't either. Man, what am I watching? You're like, this is the best ending.
For you too.
Those guys are all watching.
I almost forgot.
Oh, I almost forgot there's a computer here.
Has this computer map that looks just like the one that the king had.
What do we got here?
Or Astro.
Yeah, exactly. What do we got here? We've never seen this before. Okay, let me put it on pause so that I can check the chat, see what. It is. It's not in their normal chat. It's there's just some chat going on in the background in Discord. It's probably not even in this channel. Okay, Tim, you all caught up to the right place? We only have an hour and 50 minutes to go.
Well, yeah, what's your timestamp exactly?
59:46.
Oh, I'm on 49. Okay. 59:46. Let me get to you. Okay.
We have to synchronize our streams.
Okay, I'm on 47, but I'll have a delay, so do a countdown and just tell me when you hit quit.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
48, 49, 50. I still don't understand that because you should be, you should have different gear.
Well, and I don't know. I don't remember that well. I just know that there's certain points where you can choose.
What the? What's this?
This is a dragon that spits poison.
Is it a weird?
Yeah, I can't see anything. I can't see anything. I'm blind.
Why is this thing over his eyes?
He's now Jordy.
Yeah. Jordy LaForge. Oh, it's a zombie dragon. That's cool.
Best keep our distance. Using its own flesh as a weapon.
The whole area is covered in that rot.
I'm gonna fly 2 feet and then fall on you.
We're running out of room to maneuver. There must be a way to
Dragon,
get rid of it.
zombie.
There's some really cool classes, though.
This one's got some teeth. We gotta keep our heads cool.
Recently.
Oh, hello.
I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big
Are your commercials the same as mine? I just no, but I mean, did they hit at the same time?
One of them did not. Unfortunately, did when it was a few seconds off.
Because that's what's making our streams disconnected.
So I'm now 101, 15, 16, 17.
I'm 101, 27, 28. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just skipped 4 and 5 seconds, so I'm close now. They just beat him. Now we're back on grass for the Gladiator movie.
Pleased to meet you.
It looks like we're together again.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I told you. I was like, it's so frustrating because it doesn't make any sense. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, I don't care because I like the grindy and the combat. So I'm like, I'm gonna beat it because it's fun, and it was fun. But you just gotta ignore the story until the end.
I like this Michael Jackson outfit he's got going.
Yeah, the weapons are cool. I mean, some of the uniforms are stupid, but in general, like, the equipment is cool, and the way you have to use it, and it like levels up and everything. So you don't really have in this game. You don't have levels. You have class levels, and you have equipment levels, but you don't have like normal levels. So when you're grinding, you're basically just leveling up your classes and finding better equipment.
Right?
Yeah, though it's covered in darkness.
Something smells.
Wait, I didn't read that title. What room are we in now?
It does.
What?
Let's move.
What temple is this?
Hey, Sophia.
Like I said, you read those things. It doesn't say anything about the temples. It's weird.
What in the world?
No, I mean, yeah, it had a banner at the top of
no way for
I
us
don't
to
know.
know
like
for
the
sure.
episode name or
Astos
something.
might know something.
Oh.
Point.
The dungeon
Let's ask him
name.
next time.
I wouldn't.
Pay attention.
Why?
You don't want me to repeat myself.
But somehow we're in
Trust me.
ancient Egypt.
Scary.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
It's the Ancient Egypt level, Tim.
Yeah, I don't remember
It's
that
not
in
that.
the original
When I touch that black mist, those monsters.
I think this is the
flashes of
Earth Crystal, isn't it? No.
The Earth Crystal was in just a cave that went down. It was called the Earth Cave. It went deep. And then you had to fight a vampire. And then go back up and then go back in.
Now let's move.
Well, here you go. You'll know who it is by the
Carrie.
fiend.
Carrie. The Earth is Carrie, right?
I don't know. I don't remember.
zombie.
I'm already on Final Fantasy 3.
Jack, it's up to you now.
Ash?
Ash?
Jack, snap out of it! Don't let the darkness win!
Tiamat, Carrie, Tiamat.
This is the
Kraken.
Lich.
So I take it you're the one who stole the Earth Crystal's shine.
Yeah, it's Earth Crystal.
The crystal's gentle waves resonate through the verdant land, enriching the soil and nurturing the trees.
You think you need a tall glass of water.
And from sun to sea, people sing the praises of the earth. A foolish
Carrie's
dream,
the fire.
no matter how much you wish it.
Yeah, this is the Lich. It says right there.
It will
Yeah, I
remain
see it.
a dream so long as I live.
I don't think you live. Oh, he said the F word.
I shall devour all that is good.
Yeah.
That thing's got magic.
So it goes Lit, Carrie, Tiamat, or Kraken, then Tiamat. Yeah, I forgot about Lit.
Oh, he really doesn't like the fire. Why is he what?
I was thinking for a second that it was fire.
Look at that! They're being absorbed by the fiend!
What's it taking? The light? The power?
I think it would be fun to play multiplayer too. Like you can do an online play and.
Oh my gosh, that's so retarded.
Well, when he pulls off his wing.
Own arm, yeah.
It would have been cooler if, like I said, again, they didn't use crystals. It actually had blood and stuff.
Yeah. Instead, they're all like
It's
nature's witches or something.
It's the sixth warrior of light.
Did the other girl join you?
Yeah.
Your party just gets bigger and bigger.
Well, you can only have 2 party minerals at a time, and you can switch between them.
Oh, so you have to. You actually select your party members.
Yeah, and like you can do all the classes, but your party members can only do certain classes.
Wow, he's strong. If he's that strong, why doesn't he need a helmet?
You're not off the hook just yet.
Why is he blind?
Like I trust you guys to finish the job.
That's his armor, Tim.
Well,
yeah.
So you pull him out.
You got it.
But don't pull it till we lift up.
1, 2, 3.
Lift 20 tons of rock.
They did it.
I bet you Ash did a lot of help there.
Right.
So you saw the past.
That samurai helmet is actually pretty cool looking, but the problem is, again, you can't see their voice acting because his face is covered.
You would never let that happen, Ash.
He's not blind though, right? That's just his armor.
Yeah.
Aesthetic.
Some of the armor is sort of dumb.
Yeah, all those outfits are terrible.
We're standing right behind you. He's like watching porn.
Wait, Astos went to the space castle?
I don't know.
Or worse, turn you into a monster.
Really? You don't say. Was a heads
the
up
story's
too
way
much
better
to
when it's
ask
just
for?
like this fantasy adventure instead of this.
And
this
deny
sci-fi
myself
Final
the joy
Fantasy
of a
garbage.
kindred
Yeah,
spirit.
the original
you
didn't
like
have
it,
all of
but-
this.
So you're a
Nah,
monster?
I prefer. I mean, I'm okay if it gets steampunky, but I don't like this space
I suppose you could say
cyberpunk crap.
Like it was like,
Have you
oh,
ever seen
the
things in
prince is under
Cornelia
a
that
spell
just
because of
don't seem to
Astos. You go to
belong?
Astos, he's like,
Things like
bring me the
this
crown
tower.
and the crypt, and I'll
Ruthenia
give you
leaves us detritus in our world.
I'll give you a way to
Who?
save the prince or whatever. If you go and you get the
a
magic key
mysterious
and
nation
you,
that
you fight
created
your
our
way, you
world
get
with their
dynamite from the
advanced
door to
technology,
break open
then
the
vanished.
water.
Just
And then you
vanished?
can sail out there and like, oh
Yes.
no, the earth is
Although if by
cursed.
choice,
We have to go fight
I
a
cannot
vampire
say.
and get a ruby and give it
Now
to
then, I
the
believe you
robot
have
in
some
the cave or
crystals to
whatever,
revive.
and go back down and fight the demon. Now there's prosperity again in the land. Like, that's all fun, epic storytelling. This is just crazy.
Yeah.
Like this weird nonsense. Oh, we found the circle of sages, and one of them is Luna. He's gonna tell us the secrets, and he told us where to get the airship.
Careful.
We got the airship. It rose from the
There's a
sand
reason
in
we
the
can't
desert
remember our past.
as this fabled thing.
So we can focus on our mission.
Oh, now we found the
What
little
else?
islands, and we gotta
All right.
prove our
I can
our
get behind
valor
that
to
theory.
get
There you are.
class upgrades. Now our weapons and everything are different.
So tell me, which one will you choose?
Which what?
Reward for restoring the crystals. Will it be treasure or the princess?
This is where it gets weird.
It's like,
Of course
it's
you
like
were.
this didn't
You
have
just
like a
forgot.
story. They were
Poor
just someone
Sarah.
just started freehand
Being
writing a
offered up like a
script,
prize.
and then they actually
If I were
tied
her,
together
I'd be
levels
pissed.
into it
Me too.
to give us
But
some
ridding
kind of
the
a
world of
structure
royalty's
without giving an
old-fashioned
actual
ways is no
story.
easy feat.
It's just
Well,
let's
maybe
have a
the
weird
Warriors of Light
conversation
can do
between
something about that.
Out with
Astos.
the old.
Oh, and they found a new character. Here's some weird dialogue.
Yeah. On one hand, you'd get the
A
crown.
flan prince. That's
enough,
definitely not from the
childish
original.
things out of you two.
Yeah, grow up.
We're a few steps behind.
It's weird how they edited this. Like for some reason they show certain parts.
Stinks.
Who farted?
About it. This is never gonna wash off.
Well, then it was her.
Back off.
She's the one that farted then. It's the Marlboro.
This one must be
Orca.
the tyrant.
The Great Marlboro.
It's a cigarette?
Yes.
One left to go.
Yeah, these are in the something like this. I think this is called Orca. I think it's
Apparently it smells bad. Let's go and get close to it and get its blood all over us.
He's very punchy.
Might be in big trouble. Think before you try.
He's still alive? When will this be over?
Stop whining, folks.
Stop whining.
Wake already. You won't be for much longer.
Here we go again. Oh, it didn't work this time.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. These are dumb. How were you so excited as you were playing this game? Is the game mechanics that good for you?
Jack, your crystal!
What do you mean so excited?
You were talking like, Tim, God, this is the funnest gameplay. The funnest game is so awesome.
I don't know about that.
I'm not getting that from this at
Your
all.
memories will be stored in this device. Be sure to bring it back.
Oh, or the Lupinian. They're the space people.
Yeah.
Hurry, Jack!
Hurry, Jack.
You okay, Jack?
Hurry and do what?
You checked out for a bit.
Yeah.
The smell got to my head. So that nest
Very
comes from the
Chinese
darkness.
samurai.
That's right. Its power is frightening. It drives man and beast alike to
Very
madness.
football player. Medieval gridiron. Wait, so they have 5 in their party?
6.
Oh my god. But there was only 5 walking just now.
Or maybe it is 5. Yeah, you're right. It's 5. They had to have 2 girls, Tim.
Yeah, we have to make it diverse. We have a black kid.
Splendid dream of screaming women.
There's Carrie. That was supposed to be Carrie.
Yeah.
Blood-drenched castle.
They call her Merilith in this.
I see that.
But you woke me from my sleep.
Because they have more characters.
Fire is mine.
It looks like she does have knockers in this one.
She was like naked originally. What up?
Is she one of the icons that they had to change for the Japanese version?
I don't know.
Watch out for the glint in her eyes. They'll stick you in place.
Oh yeah, she's got like a seashell bra and everything in the original.
Yeah, I think in the original she doesn't even have a bra.
No,
Like
she's
the
got a bra.
Japanese one.
This one's got some teeth.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. But the American one I'm looking at right here, this Power has a bra. But they are definite, she has definite serious cleavage going on. Stop it, Fleming!
Stop struggling.
I'm
They
gonna
make
punch
this
you in the
game
head.
seem so easy.
Don't worry.
It's not that easy.
I don't think it is. I think, like you said, they probably have it on easy mode. Just to run through the story quick.
A hole.
Oh, I found the 12th Light Warrior. 4 stones will unite the 12 warriors of light. And everyone has these little visions.
Ouch. Not good.
How do you know? You can't see anything.
So, anticipating this awesome ending that you talked about, I'm expecting it's just gonna be like Cecil or something, like wake up from this nightmare he had. Oh my gosh, that was
No, it's not a dream sequence. That would suck. I hate dream sequences.
Wind, fire,
But
and
this
I didn't
entire
really
game-
die, it was just a dream.
tree fiends as well. The
This
wind
entire game
blows,
could
the
be
flames
presented
burn
as
hot,
like this is
and
all
the
just a
soil
big
is
nightmare because
fragrant and
watching it is a
fertile.
nightmare.
You've done such a splendid
Trying to
job.
follow along.
Now, this isn't exactly
Well, that's the
a
thing
standard
too. Is like
ovation, but
most
you
of the
have to
game,
do.
like it's hard.
What do you want?
This is just cutting to the
Jack, oh, it's so
cutscenes.
straight to the point. It
But you'd sit
spoils
there
the
and play it for
fun.
like
But
5 hours before you'd even get a
pirates are proud
cutscene.
of
So
their
it's easy to
command
just
save
ignore the
water crystal
cutscenes.
for last. The winds blow strong.
It's
Or
like
forget
blah blah
what's
blah.
going
Go
on.
get the crystal. Okay, I know.
Right.
And you never wonder what to do next because again, it doesn't have an overworld.
Not my problem.
I thought
It
you'd
always
say
tells you where to go next or where
Of
you
course,
can
if
go
you went and
next.
said that to Bicke's face, you'd get an anchor to the jaw. But really, don't worry about it. Leave them to me.
Why? What are you planning?
I'll buy time by spinning them a long-winded elven tale. Pirates love a good yarn, but please do hurry.
I like his voice though.
It's alright. Not as offensive as the rest of their voices.
All that's left is the water crystal.
Yeah, and the final
Okay.
fiend.
See, this is all in the dialogue. Are you sure you can do it out of order?
I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sure you can. I don't know if it's feasible to do it out of order.
Since the cutscenes
You
are
know
all
I like
based
to
around
speak my
talking to
mind.
Astos at the computer console
Let's
up in
go.
space, I'm sure that's it's done in this order. Where you had to go to Tiamat first.
Well, I'm sure people do go in that order because it's the easiest.
Yeah.
It also has like side quests, but the side quests really don't like add to the story, so
The only thing I
they
can
don't show
remember
them.
about home is the tall grass. It was a field full of it.
Must have had great memories.
White room. That's all I can recall. Nothing else. Not even the town or my house. Even so,
Oh no.
I want to go home. To a home I can't remember at all.
Hey, are you guys
You just
listening?
said details about it, so obviously not at
You want
all.
to keep going? I'm game. Why are you so afraid of the past, Jack?
I'm not afraid.
Things we see on this journey, they're stirring up our memories. Everyone's memories. There's a reason we forgot.
Yeah, sometimes when you get on the elevator, your companions don't all get on, and so you can like leave them temporarily. But then they eventually warp.
So aside from becoming warriors of light,
They spawn catching up to you.
I remember being from here and getting the crystal.
I know I don't want to lose to anyone else. I know
I like how they're
have
just having
to
this casual
live
conversation
and...
while they're like sword fighting, like battling beasts
No.
and monsters.
Jack will be pissed if he overhears us. Let's not.
Jack.
Yeah, he can't hear us. He's just right
Fight up
there.
ahead, and it won't
Yeah, I
be
was
easy.
gonna say, it's like
We have to
2 feet
focus
away.
on what's in front of us before we can think about the things behind us.
Whoa, so
Clearly
deep.
single-minded, huh?
Like Yoda could have said it better.
Monsters are bad news, but the mist is even worse. Touch it,
Yeah,
and someone else's memories become yours. If you want to stay who you are,
It's the Transformers.
don't let it come near you.
oh my gosh, this Transformer. Good guy. Is he gonna go underground too? Grey Claw! This is a beast.
Is that who it is originally?
No, the Kraken.
There's a Kraken in it. But I guess in this one he's not one of the fiends.
Because that's because they saw Transformers and thought this would be way more awesome for our modern generation of idiots.
Nice work.
Nice dress.
The
So-
mist's coming.
Everyone hold my hand. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Like, even though I've seen the ending and I think it's awesome, I have the story. I'm like, what is going on?
Jack, I'm so happy.
Don't touch the crystals because it'll touch the mist and stuff will happen.
Tell me what you need
Okay.
me to do. Oh, right. Sorry. Yep. Shut up.
Does
But
each
if I
one of
become
them
a
go back
warrior
to
of
this
light,
wheat
when will
field,
I
or
come
is
back?
this?
No. I have no idea what's going on
You
right
won't be
now.
around here anyway.
Well, we're doing a great job giving this commentary to your audience about talking about this story.
Don't give me the crystal that now we have 10 crystals and the mist gave me another one, so don't we have like 6 now? And I don't know.
Yeah.
You're free to go home later, but for now I need you here.
So he's not free to go home.
Right. We said later.
Oh. The one's dressed like a cat now.
Sunken Shrine. I think that's what the other one was called.
Yeah, this is the Kraken. So I don't think that was a crystal. I think that was just like I don't know, a Transformer side quest.
I've been waiting for this.
Same.
I have something to confess. Just like
Why?
Ow.
I have a scarred. I scarred my face. I poured acid
I'm
on
not like you guys. I was born here, in Cornelia.
it.
For the longest time, I couldn't remember how I got this. But now I do.
Oh my gosh.
The one who gave it to me was Astos. I remember meeting him there. In the Chaos Shrine.
He's handing out black stones.
He gave me a crystal and told me I'd be needing
You're
it.
the chosen one. You're the
I took
chosen
it from
one.
him and yielded to the darkness. The next thing I knew, you guys were there.
Oh gosh.
That sure beats my confession.
I felt like
I don't remember his
I had been
confession.
waiting for that moment for a long time.
By the way, you look like an idiot, Jen.
All I know now is that I want to see this through to the end. And
Oh, good.
I want it just
So
as
do
badly
we.
as you.
Yeah.
I won't give up. I know we can do
No,
it.
we gotta see it to the end, Tim. Put your
Yeah,
fist
yeah.
out.
Time for teamwork.
Try anything weird and you're out.
I love it when someone has like a spiked gauntlet that they stick in. They're like, whoosh!
Hey Jack, what's your timestamp?
What do you think of Princess Sarah?
What?
At least it's not talking.
No, they didn't. I'm just saying sometimes they do.
Oh.
I've got no interest in her
Holy
as a
cow, we're
person.
only halfway through
But
this?
I know I have to protect her at all costs.
Yep.
Don't they have all
She
four
is the
stones?
symbol of hope and peace in Cornelia, after
Well,
all.
they have like
You
7
really want
stones
to protect
now.
the princess?
Yeah,
How
exactly.
about becoming a knight?
No, they have,
That's up to the royal family.
this is all the
If you were
characters.
knighted, I'd expect they'd give you work that
This is like the
requires a
scene in
less
the Dark
delicate
Crystal where they like
touch.
had the
Is that a
shards and
boat?
he,
In
the
the water?
Gelfling went
Maybe
to
that's how
Uldra.
we
He's
got
like,
here.
I need
Good
this
thing
shard,
it
and she
passed the
dumps
need
out like
for
a bag of like
boats.
20 of them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, pick the right one.
By the way,
There's all these
why
guys
were
on
those
cliffs with
magic
these
swords?
lava rocks, and they're like,
By
well, I don't
now
know which
they're at
ones
the
are the
mercy
real
of the
stones.
wind.
Because
But
they
if
don't
we
change
revive
color like
the
they're
water
supposed
crystal,
to.
we can
I
restore
don't
the
think this is the
balance.
Kraken.
The sea will be itself again.
Be itself?
I admit I'm unclear on the details.
Are they getting to the submarine to go down?
That line right there is the best line of the whole thing. I admit I'm unclear on the details. No one really knows what's going on.
Which can only mean
Yeah, this is a Kraken.
The final fiend. At long last. Stop dragging
The
me
final
out.
fiend halfway through the game.
calling me out.
Yeah, I was like, what
hurts,
else is
man.
there to do? All this side quest.
There's the
backstory
Kraken.
drama. Is it turned around? What's going on?
I see you finally arrived.
See, the monsters all have good
Friends
voices.
first.
Yeah.
Give us back the crystal.
You demand to have the crystal back.
Excuse me, you have a tentacle going out of your eye. You should see how Thomas was about that.
Return to me.
What would we do?
You have come all this way. Yet know not of its brilliance.
Oh, duh. I can't remember why we're here.
This just makes me want to play the original, and that's pretty sad.
I don't have time to listen to your nonsense.
Like, that's like the most like non-story Final Fantasy ever, and I'm like, I want to go watch a good story of this story, or a good version of this story.
Like I said, Tim, you gotta wait. It all pays off at the end.
Can we just skip to that since it's all convoluted and confusing anyway?
Well, I was hoping that by rewatching it, it would like make it a little more clear, but nope. Like I said, it took like I don't know, maybe 120 hours to clear, and so I'm like, well, maybe the cutscenes were just so far apart that but nope. But we started now, Tim. We gotta see it to the end. Apparently, he only uses the dark or the black mage class through the entire thing, though, which is funny because by now, I don't know, maybe they didn't level up as much as I did, but by now he should have Sage available. Sage is one of the quickest ones I got.
Well, I'm sure whoever made this video had already beat it several times, or whatever, and this is run through on their best setup or lineup or whatever their best classes, where he doesn't need to grind and do everything you did. He probably beat it on a much lower level than you. He likes that punching though. Oh, Shorokan! Hey, you got a promotion at your job. Good job.
Yeah, they did call them jobs in this.
Yeah. It's retarded. Good job.
That's what they called them in the original, didn't they?
No, there was no jobs.
As such, you should touch it as much
And
as possible.
even if there were, they're called classes in Final Fantasy.
No, it's not true. Final Fantasy 3, they're called jobs.
There is much to be gained from memories of your experiences.
Your job is
if you fail to do so, you run
we're
the
gonna give
risk
you
of
an
forgetting when you transfer.
annual salary to be a thief.
So the only thing that I can piece together about this story is like they lived in this future land. These Luthinians were there, and they gave them these like crystals that
nothing if not the sum of your memories.
Yeah, that hold their memories. So those crystals, like, they go into different like worlds and try to maintain the balance between light and darkness, chaos and light or whatever. And when they die, the crystals hold their memories or something.
Okay, so they're from the future, is what you're saying.
I don't know if it's the future. It's like they're from another dimension.
Space or whatever.
Yeah.
They live with the Lunarians.
Yeah. They're like their agents.
They're like, you go back to Corneria and find the Devil Guard Garland.
So that means the sea's back to normal.
So now what?
And I do know that like
should be
so
clear sailing ahead.
when they unlocked the crystal, it actually made everything worse because it made like
something wrong.
The wind stronger, the earth like volcanic and stuff like that.
Feeling that chaos is waiting
Yeah,
somewhere.
well that's the whole thing is the elements are going crazy.
Yeah.
That's what the opening dialogue talks about.
But no, they cause that
we go back to the castle?
when they get the crystals.
We could tell them about the fiends we fought and the crystals we revived. Which
Wait, you
makes
mean
us...
so as you're playing the game reviving the
Warriors
crystals,
of
things are
Light?
getting worse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Warriors of
Then
Light.
stop getting
Like in
crystals.
the prophecy.
Just leave them alone.
Well, it's too late. And he always feels like he's always got to like attack chaos. He has something's driving him to attack chaos, but he's lost all of his memories. So something must have happened in one of his like episodes.
Gotcha.
Stupid Warriors of Light.
Something bad is stirring. And it's not just the storm.
And then everybody becomes spiteful and hateful.
We've risked our lives to restore light to the crystals.
They're like, who are you?
Shine more brightly
We
than
didn't
ever
send you out
before.
on this quest.
Is this not what you wanted?
Why are you wearing bell bottoms?
Their outfit. They're dumb.
You have something to say, then say it now.
Lucan's prophecy says 4 warriors of light will come. 4!
Not 6. I agree with the crowd.
Excuse me?
We trusted you. It's all your fault.
Says who?
Why do you have disco pants on?
You?
Why are some of them having like sub conversations in the back? It's like,
Hey, that's not anyway. That's just water.
like, oh, there we go.
What about you? What about you, Fountain? Was it you?
Like, it's gonna rain on our soaked and satin clothes. Get out of here.
Let's head to the castle. We should get a warmer reception there.
Don't count on it.
I was gonna say, how many Final Fantasies have you played?
The king is now a
Commercial.
King is now a demon or something. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Now it's gonna be the reveal he was chaos or something. Okay, I gotta synchronize. Tell me what your time is as it runs.
You! What have you done?
36, 37, 38, 39,
30?
40, 41, 42, 43.
Got it.
And yet flames leap
Yeah, so this is what I jumped ahead when I told you this.
our windows. The waves lash at our shores, and the land shifts and groans under our very feet.
I'm sure it's just the crystals doing their thing. Might take some time to get used to it. But I bet this is what this world is supposed to be like.
They
What?
speak of you
You
as
mean a
demons
chaotic
in the
elements
town
out of
below.
control?
They call you dark servants of chaos.
Minister, you go too far.
Yes,
That's rude. The history of Cornelia is
Such an annoying little girl.
Who can remember a world without its
Wax hair?
dark presence lurking in the shadows beside us?
Like clay.
Yes, the crystal's light has been
Like wet
restored.
molded clay.
We cannot expect the prosperity
You gotta put your
of
face
our
back in the
lost
kiln.
golden age
What?
to reappear
Your hair is
overnight,
done.
as if by magic.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Change is never easy. Until peace returns, is it not our responsibility to be the light of hope for the people? To give them a beacon to look to for comfort?
Your Majesty, terrible news. The pirates of Pravica are running amok in the city.
What?
What? We're back on level 2.
No match for our soldiers.
It's this all over again.
No, slaughter them.
Did they attack? I don't even remember.
Invaded the city, Your Majesty. It's chaos in the streets.
Oh, chaos is in the street. Good, go get him. That would solve this whole thing.
My
Say,
lord.
oh boy. Oh my lord.
What now?
Fighting's what I live for.
Oh, I'm so cool. Fighting's what I live for.
They sure run like padded feet when there's leather armor.
Yeah.
It's like pat, 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 pat. That's pirates and werewolves.
Jack.
Okay, let's just sit and watch and groan.
We'll remain here to protect the royal
Let's have a quick chit chat
Yeah, it's like, well, since we're all
while they murderize villagers.
right? Hey, grabbed him in the nuts.
He doesn't grab him, he uppercuts him in the nuts. There's the Disneyland entrance.
Yeah. Well, we did it. Chaos. I mean, 3 guys. Is that
You have a very large butt, Bick. It's chaos, Bicky Tim.
Captain?
We thought you were our friend. You lent us your ship. Actually, you did.
Oh yeah, that's weird. He only has 1 life bar too. I never noticed that before.
He's the possessed.
No, that's what I noticed. First time I saw him before he became possessed. Vicky too.
It said that?
No, I just looked at it.
Oh. red bar like where it was a second ago?
Well, I don't know.
Oh no, you broke the bars. Now they're not gonna know how to put the tourists in line to get Disneyland.
My crew, my friends, the darkness. Seduced him like a siren.
It's just like Assassin's Creed, where like when you kill someone, it has like a big old long dialogue before they actually died.
Yeah.
The
It was
sea,
like for 10 minutes.
she's changed. We lost our home.
Our home.
Life. All us old sea dogs were scared, confused, angry. And that's when the darkness took hold. It happened in the blink of an eye. I couldn't do anything for them. Captain, I'm just a deckhand past his prime.
Let's get you some help.
No, lad. I've set sail for the last time.
It's like, no lad, I just got beat.
So you
I'm
came
dying.
just to die.
No. I came here to find you. I went looking for Arsto's, figuring he could put a stop to all this, but that sneaky scoundrel was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, he's up on the
Find him
moon.
for their sakes.
Astos.
If my guess is
Your
right,
axe is in the ground,
sparring with chaos
but it's
longer than
stone.
either of us can reckon.
You told us he made a deal with chaos. Which is it?
I can't well say for sure, lad.
Like in the rest of us, we also have no idea what is going on.
Unspeakable darkness. He hides it well, but when I catch a glimpse of it, I shudder. It's a cousin of chaos, if not the thing itself. I thought I was good at reading people, but elves, that's another matter. Whether servant of darkness or light, his secrets are beyond me. You're going to have to figure it out for yourselves.
Good luck.
Tell us where to go. Tell us where we can find Astos.
That's the thing about it, is like, part of it is Jed.
Follow the tracks.
So the entire thing, he's like, I don't care what the story is, I just want to fight things.
Yeah.
And so that's basically all you do.
There he looks like
Got
it's
it.
Snake from Metal Gear.
Goodbye.
This may sound odd coming from an old corsair like me, but don't give in to hatred. Don't let it control you. Or you'll end up like old Biggie. I
Oh,
don't even
Biggie.
know who to hate anymore. How did it all end up like this?
Good question.
I still want to know how you stuck that giant axe into the stone without raking the stone.
Made it this far before.
That's what the script writers were thinking this whole time. It's like, how did it end up like this?
In all my fragmented memories, nothing resembles this.
What happens now?
We dive headfirst into the unknown.
See, exactly. He's like, I don't know what's going on. Let's go. Let's go get him.
All right, let's get a move on.
Just go to the next level. Come what may. The ancient tower.
Only an hour left, Tim.
How much of that is the actual end cutscene? Is it like?
It's pretty long, so I'd say probably about 20 minutes at least. This is fairly close to the end.
We will find Astos.
He can't see, he can't smell, he can't.
It's a fairy
But he
tale,
can
right?
run.
Everyone's heard of it. Stories say it started as a tiny village, looked down upon by the great kingdom of Cornelia. But through some sorcery or science, it soon overshadowed its neighbor. It prospered, thanks to strange devices that served without question. Fearsome instruments of war. Conflict broke out between the nations.
He just
Continued seemingly without end.
pulled his axe through the column.
Oh, that's a super droid.
Over here, Scruffy!
Ready to fight Superman. What the heck? Who are these people? Oh, it's you guys.
Yeah. Like I said, your outfits change all the time.
Yeah, but now they're not wearing armor. Now they're like, we're like priests. We're light warriors. We wear white robes. And then we say stupid things like criminals. You can't just call it water, fire. It's like water gun.
That's actually in Japanese. That's how they say more or most. They change the actual adjective or noun, I guess.
Or gun.
Yeah. And so at first they used to do it water 1, water 2, water 3, right? After a while they're like, meh. We'll just not translate it.
So, some of them are noun and verbs. You can water the grass. You can fire someone or fire
You can't fire someone. You can, but it's a completely different word.
No, it's not. Fire. F-I-R-E.
Yeah, I know, but it's a completely different meaning. You can't water someone.
You can water the grass. Serious. You can fire. You can use fire as a verb that way.
If you use fire as a verb, then it means you make them lose their job. It doesn't mean that you start them on fire.
In this device.
Can't you say?
Be sure to bring it back.
I fire. Yeah, you fire a cannon.
Be aware
Yeah, that's completely different.
I ignited the lit.
When I fire you, Tim, that doesn't mean that I shoot you out of a cannon. It means I light you on fire.
Firing me means to terminate me. I understand that's different, but if I fire a cannon, I ignited the spark that lit the wick.
Not the same.
Start the cannon. Okay.
Nice try, Tim.
How about Earth?
I'm gonna earth you.
I think he's all right.
Water, grass, you fire, you earth.
You
earth a plant.
Is that a skinny joke?
That must mean its storage is full.
Wind.
So here they talk about storage on their crystals again.
But then who's that person? The one that gave me this thing in the first place.
He's all pissed off about it. Oh, she gave this stupid rock.
Where did I come from?
Why are my clothes white now and purple?
This isn't like you. Are you sure you want to know?
We're strangers.
Now, don't you just want to run around and kill things?
One, we're strangers.
It's a little late for that. We're 3/4 of the story. Now you want to start paying attention?
Not remembering who we are.
Boy. Yeah, exactly.
That's what lets us fight without
He's
fear.
like, wait, what's going on?
It's a mercy to forget.
It's just like me in a role-playing game.
Your words.
No, okay, hang on.
How did we get here? What are we doing?
It doesn't matter. In the end, there are no answers here.
Oh yes, we've learned that.
Neither do I.
No one remembers anything.
Yeah, same.
I think the scriptwriters didn't remember anything either.
Perhaps Astos can shed light on our question.
Yeah, Astos.
Seeing you again truly does bring a smile to my face.
What the crap? Who's this guy?
It's Astos.
I know who it is.
There's no mercy in forgetting.
This guy.
No matter what you think. It's time to face your past, Jack.
Let's hear what Astos has to say. That's why we're here.
Yeah, now you can go around and talk to each person. Once in a while, you'll accidentally click on Astos and you won't be able to talk to everybody, and you're like, oh crap!
You seem confused, but that's to be expected.
Yeah, I'm very confused. It all makes sense in time, Tim.
Oh, thanks for saving me. I'm in your debt.
What were you doing here?
My eternal duty, as it were, monitoring the darkness, keeping track of it.
Details, and fast.
Oh no!
Maybe you'll be yourself.
But first, I need a little favor. Step outside, and you'll see a strange castle that seemingly appeared out of thin air. A fresh new look for the neighborhood. The place is rife with monsters born from chaos. Give them the old 1-2.
The old 1-2.
Oh, and if other new edifices pop up, give them the same treatment, would you? Ideally before they spread darkness and death across the land.
Like, okay, I'll tell you everything that's going on, but first you gotta do these quests.
No. You forget this is simply what you wanted from me. Now, I have work to do, so if you'll excuse me. Toodles.
They said Cheerio.
Forget him. We're leaving.
Thanks.
Forget him. All those things that I wanted to know, let's just forget about him and go do what he told us to do.
Oh boy. Can we go find the bats now?
Lufenia left this behind.
Looks new. Maybe this is a gift.
A tower filled with monsters? They have an odd sense of humor.
She didn't say it was a joke, she said
and
it was
some
a
amazing
gift.
tech to throw around.
Ha ha ha. I never noticed that they get so close to the bats before, though.
This must be our reward.
They're
Purifying the crystals.
They're constantly throwing those bats in your face.
What is it?
In the cutscenes?
Yeah.
That feeling's gone.
So they were the 5 heroes in the original.
My purpose. It's not there anymore.
Oh, my purpose in life is gone!
That stuff is looking pretty rough.
He's like leaving.
He's like, my purpose to kill everything is gone. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, but good luck getting him to tell you why.
Yeah, this is the last.
He makes us pay in blood for every question we ask. We're doing
Last
his dirty
board.
work for him.
So long as his information is good, I consider it a...
I was playing this only this
care
weekend.
about any of that crap.
If it's not chaos, killing chaos, or light and dark...
Yeah, if he looks out the window, it actually has like broken down skyscrapers and stuff. It makes you wonder if this is like, if they're going for like, this is Earth in the future or something.
Something to kill. I'm nothing without a battle to fight.
I wouldn't say that.
It's a matter of principle. You wouldn't understand.
It was called Earth in the original.
They see in that tower.
No idea. Whatever it was, he's not telling
No
us.
idea, because I'm a
thing's for
blindfold.
When I don't have a blindfold on, I can't see, smell, or taste.
Are you up for this?
This
There's
is
an
like
enemy ahead.
Castlevania. You're like
I know you
approaching
sense it.
Dracula at the
Don't
very end of the
question.
game.
We can always fight. Especially to
Big,
get what I
long,
want.
fancy staircases and candles everywhere. There we go.
He's like in his
Viper.
pajamas.
First form of chaos.
Is this chaos? No, this is a behemoth. There's still another end guy after this, I think. At least one more.
See, in the original, you had to fight each of the fiends one more time. I don't know.
You do have to do that in this too, but they're more like side quests. So
Yeah.
so
They're just not supposed to get more and more. They're not like.
well, I'm saying in this one they're side quests. You fight them all again, and then you unlock more. If you do it, you unlock more classes for your compatriots, your party members.
Why would you fight them? Because it's who's underneath the armor or whatever.
And they have armor unlocks and stuff. That's the cool thing about it though, is like in this one grinding is basically like you don't have to like repeat the level and over to grind or like go around in circles like you do
Yeah.
in the original.
Yeah.
I mean, you just go on like side quests that are on the same board, but they have different like little stories.
Focus on one area and smash those crystals.
So I guess you sort of do it, but
In the original, I didn't know you could grind the last castle because, like, once you go back in time, you can't manually walk out of the castle.
yeah.
In it, but you could the warp spell, and I never, ever thought of that because as a kid playing this, I never used the warp spell.
Yeah, I didn't when I originally played it. Now I played enough Final Fantasies that I know you always use the warp spell.
Yeah. Yeah. Or exit.
Good job, you beat Behemoth. Now he's your summon.
I don't know why it looks like a big bulldog.
How many times have I been here?
I can't tell.
Maybe if I'd grown.
We finally partitioned ourselves off from that vile, obsolete world. We cannot allow them to reestablish the connection from their end. That is why we need to keep monitoring the balance of light and darkness. If it looks like it will crumble, then we inject darkness to reverse the course, or reset the world if needed.
So they thought, yeah, like you talk about resetting the world, so it's almost like a VR thing or something for them.
Uncontrollable variables have no place here.
And they're messing around with like light and darkness combinations. And these guys are like their agents that go down and like try to experiment with the balance.
That's a good one.
So funny.
And you.
And you. Bats.
They just left you behind, didn't they?
Wait.
Seems like they skipped, or maybe it's in the future. So I don't want to talk about it. Oh yeah, now they go to like the strange like guts and stone level.
Guts and stone. Is this where chaos lives?
But at one point you learn that those bats are the Luthinians that are like connected to Astos.
The Luthinians sent me here.
I thought you would have already learned it by now, but maybe I'm skipping ahead.
And where did this desperate urge to eradicate chaos come from?
Jack, if this is what we think it is, if this really came from our homeland, from Lufenia, then they must already know what's going on here.
Astos. He's not just monitoring and recording the status of the darkness. He's reporting back to his superiors. Let's kill these monsters and pry some answers out of them.
Even though once we get to them, once we get to a point where we can pry, then we'll just go on another quest if they ask us to.
I can't even visualize that.
Imagine you're a worm squirming in mud.
And then they start to give you information, you're like, shut up, I don't care!
But they'll probably just cover you in droppings.
Ew, it's a caterpillar. That's cute. Don't kill it. It's it didn't do anything.
Those things are nasty, actually.
Getting desperate.
Yeah, they're getting desperate. You just came into their world and started whacking on them.
Not the best moment.
Or hammer.
Patch ourselves up.
Go ahead. I don't stand a chance.
It is a pretty decent edit that they did of this game.
Barely even worth the trouble.
The gameplay.
What is this darkness the Lufenians
Yeah.
are sending?
Play.
Well, it's because they have these like side
Animals, people. It's what caused
conversations.
They're sending it here to manufacture more.
And it's that darkness that dulled the
Like it's not like they're constantly talking when you walk around.
Happy world, a sad, gloomy world.
Though the edit just makes it seem that way.
Balance is lost if the darkness
Bobby
grows too
guy.
strong. We're regulators. Our job is to maintain equilibrium between light and dark.
So there you go. He says they're regulators that maintain the equilibrium.
Great.
No sweat.
Oh, you're a regulator that
Next.
like the equilibriums.
They maintain the balance between light and darkness.
But no matter. Relax. We won't have any more gifts to deal with.
He's like, I'm not gonna send you
Light
on
and
side quests
darkness
anymore.
are in perfect balance, thanks to your noble efforts.
So is Astos actually chaos
So,
or an
No.
agent of chaos?
Where would you like me to start?
Oh, let's start at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. There's the opening scroll. Explain that.
Guess.
Oh, I'll tell you anything you want. What would you like to know? Guess.
Guess. No. Not one of them.
Okay. Oh, commercial. Oh no, it just paused.
They, on the other hand, are former Lufeni.
I did.
Oh, commercial. You didn't get a commercial?
Nope.
I did.
They're working with me.
I'm at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 40, 57, 14, 16, 17, 18.
And I'm sure that's why they've been so very helpful to you. They're hoping you'll decide to slit my throat for all the trouble.
He's got to pay attention to this dialogue.
Okay,
Isn't
what
that
number
right?
one? I lost you for a sec.
So he turned those are Luthinians, and he turned them into bats.
To be honest, I don't
Yeah,
give a
I mean,
damn
where
about
are
you
you
or
at
these
on the?
bats. It doesn't matter who or what.
44, 45, 46, 47,
I only want
48,
one thing from you,
49.
Astos. I want you to give me a reason to live. An enemy to fight. Can you do that?
I'd love to, Jack. Really, I would. But I can't.
I have no reason to live.
I've lived too long, you see. An eternity of regret. My heart's full of enough sadness, resentment, hatred, and rage to fill an ocean. I might as well be a dark crystal myself.
Ah, dark crystal. You mean a dark rock?
Dark orb. Dark seer stone.
Jack,
what are they called?
I ask you one more time. Who am I?
So we go to him to ask him for answers, and now he's like, "Who am I? You want to know who you are? Who am I?"
Dark elves.
That's all.
Yeah.
I think.
Why is darkness surrounding Astos?
No, this isn't the
What's
last
going on?
last enemy I remember.
Yeah, Astos. It should be chaos.
Yeah.
That looks bad. You're telling me the ending is so good you don't need to know what's going on the rest of the game?
Yes.
Because I really have no idea what's
Well,
going
I mean, right now it starts to become more and more clear. Not yet. In a second. Once you figure out who Astos is.
You get to the end and like Mario jumps out. It's a Mario! Oh, I got a commercial. Alright, what's your timer on this?
Exactly 2 hours. And 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Only 40 minutes to go, Tim!
It's like Final Fantasy 6, it's gonna be like an hour long. Actually, I remember Final Fantasy 7 having a freaking long ending.
Yeah, it seemed long. Like, for the day it was. Oh, fist bump. Oh, so here's where I see, it's so stupid the way they did that. It's like, oh, fist bump, good fist bump.
I despise the Lufenians. I hate them so much I could scream.
Okay.
See, this is like the part in Final Fantasy where you fight like 3 bad guys and they just keep transforming.
Yeah. Form 1, 2, and 3. Oh, it's Chaos! So he was Chaos.
No, this isn't Chaos.
And I was reborn.
This is Ultima Weapon Origin.
Oh! Turns out we were playing Final Fantasy 6 the whole time.
Oh, where my hearts lie.
Final Fantasy 1 is Final Fantasy 6 planet.
This is a cool model, though. I really like that enemy.
I do like it. Why does he have great
That's a great strategy. Try not to get hit. What did you ask?
I didn't figure out that little warp spinning
They do that a lot, and it's Tron. That's pretty common in some of the enemies in Final Fantasy, though. They love to put that spinny, circly thing.
Seems like if you take that thing out, it's fine.
You can't target. At least I could never figure out how to target different areas on their body.
Almost out of potions.
You can do that in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Target different parts of their body. I can't see anything. First bump.
Your memories will be stored in this device. Be sure to bring it back.
Understood.
Was that a woman?
Be aware that storage
Yeah.
space is limited.
It's
When
got a
that
weird.
limit is exceeded, you must cease your activities.
It's a they. It's a them of they, Tim.
From where?
It varies.
Binary.
Yes.
Just contact Astos when you're ready for
In
pickup.
the future, our species has overcome gender.
Our newest organic reconnaissance unit. We'll show it to you later.
Yeah. So Astos is now a reconnaissance
I'll forget
unit.
about it either way.
Like they are?
But Astos
Oh,
won't forget
Astos
you.
is.
By the way, I know I must have asked this a dozen times before,
But what the crap is going on?
why do we have to forget?
Simple. To ensure our glorious future.
Oh, that's simple. It makes no sense.
Like that made no sense, yeah. Alright. Here we are, back at the beginning. Now Astos,
Organic
one of us.
Reconnaissance Unit Astos at your service. Thanks to the benevolence and technology of your people, a simple Cornelian elf like me was reborn to aid your glorious cause. Please don't think of me as a friend or comrade. My kind are mere bioorganisms, mass-produced to serve.
Juneteenth.
Truly, I say this out of concern for your well-being. In the past, strangers died for us, sacrificing themselves out of a misguided sense of justice.
Pretty stupid of them.
Stupids.
Oh, it's the secret of mana tree.
It's just a scratch. Nothing a little spit can't heal.
Oh. What is it, Jesus?
Sure thing. I'll keep that in mind.
I thought I made it clear. Me and my kin are disposable pawns, grown in droves to die for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just glad you're okay.
But we're gonna be friends anyway.
Pretty stupid of you.
Fist
I
bump.
can argue with you on that.
How many fist bumps was that, Tim?
5 so far in the game.
Astos, I want you to be my accomplice. With your help, we may be able to change things next time.
What would you have me do?
Next time we meet, guide us. Show us the way. I don't care how you do it.
So each time the world resets, Astos takes them back, and now they're sort of like formulating a plan to like get back, break the cycle and get back at the Luthanians.
They're supposed to change the extraction point every time, you know. But just between us, it's almost always the Chaos Shrine.
Careless of them.
When rules become mere formalities, well, that's when things start breaking.
Pay attention, Tim.
Good luck, and be careful.
Hey, Astos. Wanna come with us?
Huh? No? You talking to me?
Wanna go home?
It's not a matter of what I want. It's against the rules.
Then I'll change that. I'll fight for you.
With who? The lunatic?
Yeah, the Luthians. Luthanians.
I won't.
So I said it's Juneteenth. They're freeing the Dark Elves.
I promise you,
So
I
they're just trying
won't
to
forget.
liberate him.
Next time.
Fist bump!
He's like getting really tired of doing this.
He's like, I don't want to break it now.
Goodbye, Jack.
What a dumb name for a hero.
Peace. Yeah, they didn't have names in the original.
Nope.
So when Astos dies, it's supposed to free the Luthanians, but he said it would also kill.
See.
Because they're tied to him or something.
You forgot.
So I think in this cycle, his plan was to tie himself to the Luthanians, so when he dies, it kills the Luthanians.
Erasing your memories. It's not your fault.
And the Luthanians erase all their memories.
I know all that, and yet...
Which is why none of the story makes sense.
I resented you for forgetting.
Because it's like their point of view, having no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's going on. And then we get to the end, they're like, oh, by the way, here's why you didn't know what's going on, but we're not going to actually tell you what's going on until you beat the game.
I wish I could forgive you. But it's too late.
So is he like not a real organism or whatever?
Left in my heart for that.
He's like a biological drone that's created to serve?
Something like that.
We need to
but
talk
even
about
droids have
what
feelings.
comes
So
next.
Yes.
The enchantment on those Luthanians will be undone.
They fly around like mobs,
the moment
not bats.
I draw my final breath. But as the magic fades, so too will their lives. We'll go to the grave together. Honestly, I'm amazed at how much hatred they can bear. Our darkness will merge into a veil that will shroud the entire world. Jack, fight the beasts that emerge from our shadows. Destroy them all. Every last one.
Take that stupid looking mask off.
Chaos finds its genesis when darkness and emotion become one. Wherever it rears its head, be there to cut it off. From there, all I can ask is that you follow your conscience. Though it may lead you into the heart of darkness itself, never stop.
Never.
This is the last gift I can give you. Use it well.
More! Get on with it.
The Luthanians for their arrogance. Protect Cornelia.
You forget. We're Luthanians too.
That doesn't matter. Not anymore. From this day forward, you are the warriors of light.
All 5 of you.
Pretty sure they were from the very beginning. Apparently on multiple cycles. Now I'm gonna give you Nikes and
can't stay here.
jeans
Let's
to wear
go.
to the castle.
Right.
Here's a coupon for Route 21 so you can get some clothes to wear.
Only half an hour left, them.
Source of all
minutes.
Cornelius' woes are those damn Lufinians.
Half an hour.
You don't even know where to find them. It's a mercy to forget. Don't make me laugh. They fed us fancy logic and false rationales. But it was all we free Cornelia from the Lufinians' meddling.
Your hand just went through
Maybe that should clue you in that you're in a VR world.
It's like Back to the Future. His hand's like disappearing. He's like, oh no. We won't exist. Oh, the pirates are now big monsters and Terminator skeletons.
This is weird. Do you think the castle held out?
Well, let's have a conversation.
Let's go. You remember now, right? It's our job to guide him. No cold feet.
Yeah. Jack can't do this by himself. He needs us.
Agreed. That is the reason why we're all here.
Can't let him down now.
Good thing the monsters waited for you to have that dialogue.
Yeah, exactly. It shows them all staring at you and like walking towards you all evil, and then like, they're not done talking yet.
They're like all pumping their shoulders like before you get into it.
There's the queen. It's the only time we see her, I think.
Not here, at any rate.
Sure it wasn't Princess, what's her name?
No, that's Sarah. They just said. Where's Sarah? Oh, maybe it's not. Yeah, it looks. That's a girl. So I don't know who else it would be.
You're okay.
Those 2 black guards that have been. Those are the 2 that also didn't attack us, or Garland. I'm sure.
Sorry to disappoint.
It is. It's Wedge and Biggs.
Yes. We gotta stick around till Final Fantasy VI at least.
Yeah, like, we gotta survive.
Jack,
Throw that little girl out.
is there any way I can help?
The city is choked with terror and fear. When that mixes with darkness, chaos takes hold. In other words, Princess, your city is the most dangerous place in the world right now.
Trying to like philosophize.
Yeah.
Are you telling me to flee my
With
city?
darkness
My
and
people
chaos,
run away?
oil of
I will
blood
not
stirs,
do that.
the
It is
fire
my
of
duty
evil
to
will
share the
quench
fate of
your
my
heart
subjects.
with disease,
Stay
hatred,
here and you'll be at the mercy of the darkness.
It'll be
Can't
bad.
let that happen.
If that is my fate, then so be it.
That's where they like forgot to add a line for the voice actress.
He like punches her in the
Yeah,
the unmentionables,
yeah.
and apparently it makes her faint.
When there's no choice but to run.
Normally you hit someone in the head when you want them to faint, but
You lot keep the
But he
princesses
wants to
safe.
get a feel in there.
I'll carve us a path out
Heart.
of here.
Well, he is blindfolded, so maybe he thought he was shorter.
Yes.
Oh, here's our Michael Jackson.
This is all your fault.
Damn right it is.
Yeah, right it is.
You got a problem with that?
So what are you gonna do about it?
This is a good question.
Die here? Go and die. If you want to live, follow us.
Save us, please!
Now you want our help?
No, it's like not the same people, dude.
It's dangerous here. Link up with the others behind me.
tiles look like the moonwalk tiles. Or the thriller tiles. The thriller? No, it's
I've never been
moonwalk.
struck by anyone before.
She's like, it's okay to hit girls.
I had no other choice.
Watching you risk your lives to save us made me realize something. I was wrong before.
I'm so glad you punched me.
I must survive.
Now I've learned the right way of it.
Beacons of hope among the chaos that all may look to in times of doubt.
Now she's philosophizing.
As royalty, as leaders, that is our truest duty. I realize
Just a
that
bunch
now.
of fortune cookies blended together that don't make any sense.
My sister is right.
In true Final Fantasy style.
We'll be the
Yeah.
light of hope for you all.
I mean, they're right. Oh!
We're so inspired.
Yeah.
There is no need to despair.
There's a guy in the back. He's like, what about democracy?
And as one, we shall overcome them. There's always hope.
I'm taking a walk.
Of course you are.
A moonwalk.
We'll go with you because you're our leader. Even though we never voted on that.
And it
Doesn't
stopped
seem like
raining.
much has changed out here.
Yeah.
Where's the bridge?
Where to? I was thinking Pravica might be good.
supposed to be on the back
Plenty
end
of
of the
space,
castle.
no people.
Smart.
The,
Neon.
the
Go
town
get the
entrance
others.
goes to the south in the original.
What others?
But the bridge is on the north side of the castle.
Think Sarah and her people can make
He
it
looks
that
like
far?
he's in some kind of a dominatrix costume.
here now!
He's a sex. No, the villagers were taking him on themselves. Why did we leave? Why do they have matching berets or berets? Or fedoras? Oh, this. I guess we should have cleared the city.
Yeah, guess I should have gone for that walk. There's the Hulk.
Yeah. He looks like Annihilator from the first of the second release. Wow, he did it!
Oh, I didn't know you could block that.
That looks like some creature I can remember name. Oh.
Time for a talking cutscene with the dead people. I also have a crystal. But mine's broken now. Oh yeah, this is where they're listening to tunes together.
I love this song.
Oh my gosh. What the crap?
You can borrow it if you want.
I'll make you a mixtape.
Memorized it. I think it'd be wonderful if I could adapt this song to the lute.
It's like Def Leppard.
I'm a stranger here, likely to wander off before long. And when I do,
Okay, so he was from
forget me.
Corneria.
I'll never forget you.
Well, I mean, so this is like a previous iteration of the world.
You never forget your first love.
Here, you'll see it in a second. Oh, you love me. Oh. And maybe that's why she always wears her wedding dress.
it's Jack.
Here it comes, Tim.
I meant your last name.
Oh, Garland.
Oh!
Garland.
Okay.
A lovely name.
It's a lovely name. So that's why she was talking about a knight Garland before that she liked.
Be safe, Jack.
Although I don't know where she gets he has big armor because his armor's like I mean it's okay, but yeah.
Sarah, I'd like you to have this.
And that's how she got the dark crystal that she just dropped when she died or whatever.
This is very special to you. You've never even let me touch it before.
Wait, we're talking about the crystal, right?
Friend gave me some advice once. He said, "You've got to be crazy if you want to change the world."
Who said that?
Astos.
Okay, so he's the light warrior who lived in Corneria, fell in love with the Princess Sarah.
Well,
gave her
at
his
least she
father.
fell in love with him. I don't know if...
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
They had a relationship. Then he left. Now she's dying. Now it's all coming back to her. So there
Are
was
more
no
scars.
Garland. He was Garland. Because the person they killed in the beginning was her.
No, it wasn't her. The person
or
they
the
killed.
other girl.
Yeah.
Right.
Neon.
That's right. That's dumb. Is that the big twist that was
You see
decided?
No.
that, right? The
Okay, 'cause that's
Lufenians
dumb.
rip holes in reality, dispatching strangers like you as regulators. If the balance of light and darkness fails, they won't hesitate to reset the world. They couldn't give a damn about Cornelia or its people.
What are you talking about?
Guiding
Should be
you
the
like you asked me
subtitle.
to.
That's the title.
They can't
That's our
stop
game.
chaos.
What are you talking about?
Our opportunity.
I told you, there's a couple of lines where like, what the heck is going on? They literally say it.
Time we're having this conversation. This was all your idea.
I can't follow this. Let's just move out.
Memory is the cornerstone.
Here we go.
I want them to overwhelm you, and it won't be long until they
Had
warp
some
you into
chow
something
mein for
unspeakable.
lunch. This is what I
Become
learned.
corrupted by chaos, and you will no longer be permitted to return. Veterans are precious resources. Do not slip up. Though darkness is a controlled substance, crafted and introduced with great care, when it bonds with powerful negative emotions, it forms chaos.
Oh, wow, it's much
By
clearer.
manipulating your memories, we can repress your emotions to some degree. But if chaos takes root, you are lost to us.
It's like Shakespeare stuff right here. Not good. I loved her or something.
It's now
Meh.
or never.
No, this part I don't necessarily get.
I
Like,
think so too.
they're like, okay, now we have to fight you because to make you stronger or something like that.
Time for the finishing touch.
You gotta kill us all so that it
It's a
balances
shame what
chaos
happened
or
to the
something.
royal family. Still, I had fun this time.
Why are you guys?
Remember?
Why are you guys standing behind me like that?
Give in to
No,
the
they.
emotion.
Well, those guys might, but Jack
Let the
doesn't, and I think it
darkness
might
take
because he
hold.
gave her his
The
crystal,
only
which is
thing
his
Lufenia
memories, right?
fears is something it can't control.
Lance, you know this strategy. You fight your own guys because they're a higher level and you get more experience. Like,
Yeah,
you do this
something
all the
like
time
that.
as a grinding trick.
Yeah, exactly.
If we
The
kill
chaos
you,
that
then
gnaws at
you're
this
gonna get
world is the
experience for
final
free. For high
sad
level.
end for fallen strangers who lost their
All you
battles
gotta do is
against
beat your
us.
guys and we'll heal each other and keep fighting us.
Who defeated the fiends.
Exactly.
We
You're like
aren't
the
warriors
master
of light,
strategy.
Jack. We're pawns
wrote
the
a book on
Lufenians
this.
unleashed on
Art?
an unwitting world, destined to fail time. and
That's how I cleared Final Fantasy 2.
outsiders didn't belong here.
This
Kill your own
time,
guys.
Astos played his hardest
I
guy
didn't do that
flawlessly.
trick. I always killed my own guys so that one person that was grinding would be getting all the experience stuff.
The darkness.
Yeah.
The darkness,
Which is
Jack.
really hard to do in the
Darkness
first
is
game
our
because you
enemy,
can't kill your
no
own
matter
guys.
what form it takes.
So you gotta figure out how to let them die without you dying in a spot where you can escape without like healing.
Not even we know what happens next.
Best is in your hands.
You can do it, Jack.
I didn't realize they were talking this whole time.
Make it your own.
Wow.
So, like,
They're
"Oh,
just.
you kill us, we're
They're
gonna
just.
use inspiring words."
Yeah, they're just philosophizing. Kill us, Jack! You're stronger than this, Jack!
You're making sense. I'm disappointed in you. I guess you'll just have to die.
Oh, okay.
That's not gonna happen.
Pick up those potions, man. Oh, he's got max.
Nothing ever goes as planned.
23 minutes left.
But I'm more than sick of failure.
Remember what you've lost.
Well, you also have to watch, like, the credits and everything, so. This is the end. There's one more enemy after this.
Chaos?
Yeah.
Right, chaos, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't remember if they call it chaos. I think they do. Watch it and see, Tim! You only got 20 minutes!
It's a long fight.
I don't know why this fight is so long. Didn't take me that long. Pathetic! I won't let it in like this, he says as he puts a sword through her.
How could I?
I'm waiting on the other side. The rest is up to you.
Yeah, he's like the Highlander. Like, if you kill us, you'll be more powerful.
Yeah.
And you can take on the bad guy.
Well, they all know the world's gonna get reset, and so.
Yeah. Oh, and Thanos snapped.
My mission is to kill Chaos. That's all I know.
Me too. Good. We're all on the same hunt.
Good.
What, I killed you and you're dead?
I put a sword through your face and.
If you're not moving?
Now he has to have his moment with each of them.
You might not like this, but you know I like to speak my mind.
I didn't know that. Because you barely said anything the entire, except for the beginning we were flipping your knife around. It's the only time I remember you talking other than saying, "What's a funny joke?"
Well met.
What?
And now the wind crystal shall be made whole.
It's like there's no substance to these memories.
Exactly. I got to touch her black essence.
When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come.
She said, "Come."
And I only count 3 of you.
He's good.
Better than good. Only Jack can fight like that.
Glad to see he's back.
Yeah.
Took long enough.
Aren't I witty and speaking my mind? Jack is a dumb character, by the way.
He
He's terrible
is.
design. He's ugly, stupid looking. He grunts a lot. He's always
Oh,
negative,
fist
and
bump.
at the very end- Yeah. And at the very end, it's like.
Fist bump.
Wait, what time are you on?
2:29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
Let me forget.
Oh no!
Please. Make it stop.
Oh. What stop? What's happening?
What am I supposed to do now?
Why are you wearing the most dumb outfit for the final battle?
Neon. Sophia.
Michael Jackson.
What should I do?
Oh, I have an ad coming up.
Yeah, I got one. But is it a Coors Light ad?
No, I got Star Trek.
Well, mine's over.
It's supposed to change the extraction point every time, you know. But just between us, it's almost always the Chaos Shrine.
So now he's remembering, oh, I gotta go to the Chaos Shrine, because that's the access point.
What's your timestamp?
Shrine of Chaos.
2:30, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
Okay. Got it.
We finally partitioned ourselves off from that vile, obsolete world. We cannot allow them to reestablish the connection from
Wait,
their
is he
end.
back in the castle?
Yeah, so the Lufenians stopped,
If it looks like it will
partitioned them off to that world because he messed it all up, and they don't want him to get to him. But he remembers the Astos said that the extraction point is always in the Shrine of Chaos. So he's like sneaking back into to their world. And now he's all dark and pissed off because he killed all of his own friends and stuff. And Astos and everybody.
pretty good CGI for that death. It was all corroded and
Fenians
stuff.
don't deserve a future. I'll use their power against them.
Yeah.
And the power they fear the most.
And I'll be the
tear it
powerful
all
one.
down.
I
Everything they
rule
hold
all.
dear. Only then will I end this ridiculous farce.
Wow. Could they have had a more like aggressive and like nasty protagonist? Like, I will kill them all.
It's a very Japanese ending though, because everyone dies and like the hero.
Yes, the turn. Oh, he lost his hat in that battle.
Fist bump.
Warning. Chaos infection. Warning. Chaos infection. Extraction denied. Extraction denied. Initiate immediate memory erasure and pacification.
His pointer finger is longer than his middle finger.
Screw you.
Screw you.
Wow. I am a warrior. Fight. Screw you.
Warning. Chaos infection. Warning. Chaos infection.
Like forced his way through the portal. Holding it open. Stepping in.
Oh, I wonder if they'll turn the sound off again because.
Senior Agent Jack Garland.
He's completely corrupted.
Oh no, it's not here. It's in the credits.
That's why.
Contagion
You're at the
confirmed.
credits? What?
Oh, not yet. This is the last battle. That's the Luthenians, and he snuck into their land.
He'll reestablish our link to the old world.
Then we have no choice. Reset it.
I see no other option.
Activating
This is like the
dimensional
end of the
crystal
third
matrix.
Matrix movie.
Preparing
Oh,
to
even the
initiate
Matrix.
world reboot.
Agent Jack Garland.
This
Can you
thing,
hear
seriously. I foiled all their plans, and now
The
everyone's
station you're
destiny
in
is
is
their
infected.
own.
We're going to reinitialize
There
it
is
along
no
with the
more
old
Matrix.
world. We've got
I
no
reset
other
it all
choice.
with the Key Master, the Gate Master.
Who do you think you
Whatever
are?
crap they were.
He's unintelligible.
Likely due to chaos corruption.
Jack, acknowledge.
Who the fuck?
Oh, he said the F word!
Cat.
Dimensional crystal matrix ready. Standing by.
Do
This
it.
is like Westworld.
Activating.
I haven't seen the second season of Westworld.
We need to watch it. We need to get together and watch the first one.
I won't let you. I'll rip that power from your hands and make it my own.
Ah, I'm the hero! I will avenge every evil in the world by being this horrible, hateful character. Oh, F your light crystal! God. I need a bigger sword to break more crystals. Where's my wind spell? What's going on? Do you have to break all these crystals?
Yeah, you have to. Well, I think until you get there, and then you push B. Smash, smash, smash!
Analyzing.
Wow, what an amazing end battle.
That wasn't the end battle.
Of course it
Wasting your
wasn't.
time. This soul is mine to devour. A feast fit for chaos.
Oh, is he Chaos right now?
No.
Oh, he's infected with the Chaos virus.
Yeah.
Swallow you whole.
Which
And
just
even
means
those
he's
damn
leaning
fiends
into the
will
dark
kneel
side.
to me as their lord.
Oh. Let's see how close Chaos looks to the original.
I don't know if this is Chaos. I just know it's the last guy. I don't memorize their names like you do.
I know who you are.
Chaos. They've been talking about Chaos the entire time.
He's Darkness Manifest, not Chaos.
He has a vagina on his butt. With teeth.
Stupid.
It's a nasty one.
Got cool horns.
So, yeah,
Yeah, there he says. You stand before Chaos.
The mantle of chaos is mine. I
the
claim
baddest
the darkness
guy.
as my own.
No, I'm the bad guy. No, I don't be the bad guy.
I'm the good guy, so I'm gonna be the bad guy. Huh?
You asked for it. Just don't flinch from what you see.
I thought he was gonna do the same move.
He shrank.
Yeah, suddenly he becomes 10th the size.
This background looks a lot like Final Fantasy VII's and
Yeah.
And also the end of Soul Blade. If you remember that game, but yeah, we do. So, oh man, I want to play Soul Blade so that can... Anyway, I was gonna say, this is like if at the end of Lord of the Rings, like all the heroes are fighting over who gets to be the Dark Lord of the Ring. It's like, I want to be the Dark Lord. No, I get to.
Yeah, it's like if Gandalf took the ring or something.
Yeah. Oh, like Aragorn took the ring and he's like fighting Saruman. I get to be the Dark Lord. I'll use this power. I'm better than you. I'll kick your trash. I don't rule and destroy the world. No, I'm doing it. Meanwhile, there's all three. In the last part, he just killed all the hobbits.
Stupid thing.
And then he mourned their death for 10 seconds. Then he fought his way into Moria.
Cease this foolishness. Eliminate the target.
Wait, so the Luthinians are on Chaos' side?
Yeah.
Is he like their ultimate weapon to fight him?
Yeah. Well, they really aren't good or bad. They just like, they're like, there has to be a balance.
Yeah.
So Chaos was always their tool.
Let's talk this out.
But now he's like hacked into their world, and he's like, now they're trying to negotiate with him.
It's still not enough.
It's kind of like the gods of the three gods of.
Yeah.
They're like, we just made the Triforce and the magic sword and stuff. You guys work it out yourselves. I'm just gonna watch. Let's just see what happens.
That's why this video is so long, is because they want to show the end fight for some reason. This fight was pretty hard for me. That took me, I don't know, about a good hour or two to finally beat him. The other thing that sucks about not having levels, though, is you get to a certain point where you have the best equipment, you have all of your jobs unlocked to the highest level, and there's nothing you can do but strategy, yeah. And even then, it's still hard.
So, like, do you save before this? Or
Yeah, you save right before it. And you don't have to, like, watch the cutscenes. Like, once you've seen them once, they don't show them again, which is nice. You don't even have to skip them like you do in most games. It just doesn't show them to you.
You don't have the option to see them every time? That sucks.
Not that I know of.
Like, I like having them show up, but just being able to skip them.
Nope, you have to go to YouTube, Tim. He's like, now I'm stronger than you.
You just kicked him in the nuts.
Oh!
Flashbacks.
Oh!
I'm punching my friend.
Oh! The people he killed. Oh!
I am now Chaos, Master of Darkness and Destruction. But I'll use the power for myself, not for you, drones.
Central is given clearance to isolate and detach Station 19. Control is to be transferred to the next station.
Agent Garland, you are hereby discharged. Goodbye, Jack. Lufenia thanks you for your service.
You give Central a message of resignation for me.
So they just basically retreat. And they're like, okay, you can have this world. Goodbye.
Not as long as you continue to flush your darkness into Cornelia. So I'll bide my time, gather my strength, and use that link to return someday. Mark my words. I'll be back to wipe all of you from existence. I'll burn your precious Lufenia to the ground.
That is absurd.
You saw the power I now wield.
Chaos, unpredictable, uncontrollable, while our technology advances by the day.
While you're down there, Jack,
You don't
do
even
you
have an
remember to
airship.
keep an eye out for the Warriors of Light? Balance is everything. Champions will arise one day to bring you low.
What the hell do you know about Cornelia? Here's a tip. There's no such thing as the Warriors of Light. They're just empty hopes, false dreams, childish fantasy.
Subtitle says Fanta.
That's because he stops.
He said C.
No, he didn't.
He said fantasy, because I was like, what is Fanta?
Who knows more about what makes a warrior of light than us? I get it now.
Glad he does finally, because I don't.
Don't bother sending any more strangers.
What are you talking about? What's so funny? Answer us!
Not a chance!
Yeah, I don't get the crystal hand thing.
He's like, I'm gonna make a game where crystals are crystals instead of black orbs. We're gonna call it Final Fantasy V.
Well, they had actual crystals in this one. I don't know why they didn't show them to you, but they weren't just orbs.
The reset was successful. This was all part of our plan, wasn't it, Ash?
What is he looking at?
Sorry, Jed. It was never a mercy to forget.
Trying to make it more cinematic for the YouTube.
You're right. And I should have listened.
Your video's not downloading anymore, by the way.
Sorry to get you mixed up in all of this.
Well, nothing I can do about it.
Thanks for sticking with us till the end.
You must have a limit.
Sophia, this is our world now. I won't let those bastards use it as their plaything. Those of you who love Cornelia, never give up hope. The Warriors of Light will come one day.
Oh no, you still are. I lost connection. He's like, I will be the Dark Lord.
Welcome home.
What?
Don't you think it's a little dark in here?
We're storing it all here for now. It's still about 2,000 years before the reign of our friend, the king.
We wove the threads of darkness to pull you back through time.
Lufenia's tentacles can't reach us here.
You're in a good mood.
I've got a fun plan.
Do tell.
We'll train the Warriors of Light ourselves.
Interesting.
How?
The Warriors of Light will be born in Cornelia. Just like you were, Neon.
Of course. They're Cornelia's hope after all. Makes sense they'd be from there.
Hope. Despair. Lufenia won't dictate these terms to anyone anymore. I've been wondering, when did you all start scheming to turn me into chaos?
He's good.
Better than good. Only Jack can fight like that.
Glad to see he's back. Took long enough.
What?
That's when they
Our
schemed it?
memories are fragile.
Yes. I guess that was only like an hour ago.
Putting all the pieces together.
It was touch and go there for a while. We'd have never figured it out without those hints Astos gave us.
Though there were some unplanned sacrifices.
And yet we pulled it off. Kudos to the brilliant mastermind behind it all.
Mastermind. Astos, I want you to be my accomplice. With your help, we may be able able to change things next time.
He's got his green
Safe, Jack.
exercise clothes back.
Crystal's blessing be with you, always.
Fist bump.
Sarah, I'd like you to have this.
But this is very special to you. You've never even let me touch it before.
What are we talking about?
A friend gave me some advice once. He said, you've got to be crazy if you want to change the world.
Wait, so who said that?
Astos. This is the second time it's happened, Tim.
I
That's
know,
the second.
I know, I'm just like, was it Astos?
Crazy?
Perhaps, but it's only the beginning.
Then what happens next?
Let's see. How about I spirit you away to my dark castle?
Oh!
Father will send his armies.
I'll have to kill some of them.
Stand a chance. But the Lord of Chaos might. Maybe I should change jobs.
Oh!
Then the warriors of light will come.
They're welcome to.
Everyone pose for the camera.
Oh, you still got at least... Huh?
Cloaked in gloom and veiled by shadow, we await that fateful day when the warriors of light arise.
Oh, maybe it doesn't show the credits. Because there's not enough time left.
May be fated first. Even a sputtering candle is brilliant against the black of night. And so, we will plunge this world into the depths of darkness.
Ah, I cut it off because I can't show that part.
Why?
Because it's got the song that that they don't have the copyright to.
What?
That sucks. Let me see if I can find that, because the last part is the most awesome part. But if you think about it, that cutscene with Chaos or Garland coming and stealing the princess is actually the end. It's not the beginning.
Right. And that would be the beginning of the actual Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, exactly. But there's some cool ending scenes that it didn't show. Angel of Paris final cutscene, ending cutscene. Let me see if I can find a better.
Only two things are forever: love and Liberty Mutual customizing your car insurance. So
I don't care about Liberty Mutuals.
I'm gonna have to watch this 11-minute video. Final Fantasy complete story explained. Oh, that's the original.
Oh, here it is. So this one has the actual copyrighted. Oh, it's not 4K though. Oh wait, I can put it on 4K. Oh, it's on 4K.
I was gonna say, if that first guy coming in had the horns in the silhouette, that looked a lot like the original design of the characters.
Oh, that's definitely the Warriors of Light.
The original art.
It skipped the credits. And it's gonna show this again, but it's sort of cool to watch. We can skip it, but it's cool to watch, thinking, oh, now it's, you know, it's actually Jack. Yeah, well, he is. Just like he said in that cutscene, and she's like, well, then Daddy will send the soldiers. And then that was my joke, and I will have to kill some of them. And
yeah, I got it. I got your joke.
Did you get my joke, Tim? Did you like it?
Like those guys right there that are bloody.
Yeah.
Ah, this is all just to like root out the.
No, but I really like how they made the entire game seem like it was a remake rather than like a prequel.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It makes me want to watch because even the story of one is sort of weird. I don't get exactly what's going on with the chaos and like time travel and stuff. I want to see if it has like him talking about the Luthanians.
So it shows this again at the end of the game?
Yeah. Because there's a... Well, I think it does this again at the end of the game, and I don't know if it just goes back to the beginning and replays it. But no, I think that there's an extra scene. Because it shows the Warriors of Light in this one, and it doesn't in the beginning one. So I think this part is extra than it does right here.
Yeah, this is new. Here they come! 4 beams of light. Oh.
Got a trophy. I thought there was another. Maybe not. Yeah, and then you unlock chaos difficulty. Is that all the cutscenes though? Yeah, that's it.
Alright. So, it doesn't match up with the original. But you could take the actual gameplay and make it into this, but the whole thing with the Light Warriors and everything, that's not the story of it.
What are you talking about?
The whole thing, the whole thing with them being like, with Chaos or Garland was Chaos.
Right. And that's what happened in this. Jack was Garland, and you don't find out at the end until they're like, "What's your last name?" Silly, the princess says, and she's like, "Jack Garland," and then you're like, "Oh." And he becomes Chaos at the end because he defeats their the Luthanians' darkness or whatever, and they reset the world. But then the Luthanians are not connected to it anymore. They're like, "Okay, well you're on your own. This is your world now."
I need to think about it. I need to ponder it. I need to watch one of these videos about going over the story of the first one again so I can really have it fresh. Then I can process it. But my question, you just watched the story again, knowing what the ending was, and it still didn't make any sense?
Well, parts of it doesn't make sense. Like, I get the whole darkness versus light, the Luthanians and all that, but the first, 2/3 of it is just like, what? And I still don't get, okay, I sort of get I guess those are the fiends, and they're his friends, right?
Yeah.
But, so originally they weren't the fiends? Then who are those fiends? Or, did he always, they were fighting something, right? So.
Or were they the fiends and he just became their lord at the end?
Yeah, but it's even they probably, but are they just different manifestations of him? Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, so there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of plot holes and things I don't understand, which is normal for some Final Fantasies are like that. It's like what?
Yeah.
But I mean the same thing. We've had this conversation even before this game about Final Fantasy 1. And he's like, it's like some weird kind of time travel loop. Remember we were talking about time travel done well and poorly? And I was like, I sort of like I think it's done well in Final Fantasy 1. Because they don't try to go in and explain it. Like when we're talking about the Avengers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like a time loop that, and I don't remember because it's been so long since I played Final Fantasy One. It's been over a year, and I don't know it as well as you do, obviously.
Well, I'm trying to remember now. The Heroes of Light, they go back in time, destroy Chaos before he's the one that sends the fiends. You go back. Oh, that's what it is. 2,000 years ago. No, no. Okay, okay. This is what I think it is. At current time, when the beginning of the game, Garland kidnaps a princess because he's a dick. Goes back in time whatever, when you kill him or whatever, and then he becomes Chaos and sends forth the fiends to get revenge or whatever, if I remember, and then they start destroying the elements and causing the destruction of the world and the weather and all that stuff. And then 2,000 years in the future or whatever, then the Heroes of Light come with the orbs, and they have to destroy each of the fiends to stop the destruction. And then the last thing you have to do is to go and seal at the Temple of Time. And you go and you talk to the bats, and they say this is just going to happen again or whatever, and you have to go. But this doesn't make sense as I say it. So but that's what you're doing. You go back to fight Garland, or you go back to.
I thought Garland went back in time to
He did.
destroy the Warriors of Light before they could like be born.
Yeah, it's like when you kill him, he actually went back in time instead. Like he escaped by going back in time and then becoming Chaos or whatever and sending forth the people. So you have to go back. I mean, he's not Chaos and turns into Garland. He's Garland goes back in time and becomes Chaos, and then becomes a controller or.
Yeah, and that's what this game says. He's like, in 2,000 years, there's going to be the Warriors of Light. So basically, this story is the story of him becoming Chaos.
Right.
In 2,000 years before the Final Fantasy 1 starts.
Right. And as they were going through doing the missions of the game, they were causing the
yeah
So things were just getting worse as they did their thing in time for the Heroes of Light to show up. And even in their story, there is a little bit of description where it's like they came out of nowhere. That's why they had no personalities and no anything. They were just
no names.
Yeah. And random jobs, classes. And then so you fight, you go through and you seal off, you relight the orbs one by one, and then at the very end and I don't remember who tells you to do it. It's like
Astos is there. Astos tells you to do it.
Astos has nothing to do with this overall mission. All he is the stuff about the sleeping prince.
No, because he does have the bats, and they are Luthanians.
No, not Astos. The bats are in Garland's castle, not Astos' castle.
Oh. And so, according to this version or this game, he's still gonna attack the Luthanians. He's like biding his time or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that's tied to. I can't remember how Final Fantasy 1 ends. Like, does Garland become? He's Chaos and all that, but what happens? Does Garland? Is he sort of a good guy at the end, or no? I can't remember. And do they fight? Does anything happen? I can't remember what happens with the Luthanians.
Let's just YouTube it right now. Watch someone. I'm serious. It was like 10 seconds. It's not like they did cutscenes. It was like
all cutscenes for Final Fantasy 1. Oh, it's gonna be like 10 minutes.
Because they don't have cutscenes really. It's just like here's.
Yeah, that's an hour, especially if you watch the.
Oh yeah, not that new one, just the original.
Oh, I sort of want to watch this one though, because it might reveal more stuff that's like more on the line with it.
Oh, I don't have an hour tonight.
No, I'm saying we'll do it a different episode, Tim. We're gonna watch part 2.
Okay. In time, I'll exactly how Final Fantasy 1 ends, and then we'll talk about watch this video, and we'll tie it together. Because that might be what they did. They might have taken this game and mixed it together with the remake that you like to play that I don't like to play.
Yeah, the PS version.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay.
Which also makes sense because the thing with the guy with the horns, the fighter, how he has like horns and stuff. Like there's some of the art in the original stuff that kind of look like that, but they
Chaos.
went all in on that in those remakes that I don't like. So that might be the concept here.
Okay.
In which case, the ending might be slightly different, so that's fine. We'll watch that later.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'm going to end this stream. Do you have any parting words, Tim?
Yeah, this game. Okay, it's creative, but gosh, this game is terrible.
No, it's fun.
If it took you an hour and 20 minutes to learn the fighting mechanics, and it's like that's way too long.
No,
like,
it took
that's
me
a lot of
100
different
hours to
levels.
learn the fighting mechanics. But
That's
I'm
what
not.
I bet.
I'm not much of a like action fighter game type guy. So I'm
Right,
sure
and
like people that are good
that's
at
my
it would learn
thing.
faster.
I'm sure, like the people that play like Soul Blazer and stuff like that.
But like I said, the game mechanics are really fun, and I really enjoyed them. The other thing that sucks about this game, though, is that it has technical difficulties on the PC side. Like every single time I had to change my resolution before I could close the game, because if I didn't, when I'd open the game, it would like either crash the game or sometimes crash my computer, and they never fix that. And I'm like, you guys are terrible.
Yeah, I remember that when you were setting it up the first time.
So and it's not like I have like a crazy custom computer. I just have like all of my stuff is from MSI, which is a popular company and everything. So it's their stupid game. I'm sure it's better on the PlayStation 5, of course. It's not going to crash on that, but their port to PC sucked. And like I said, I hated the story up until the end, and then I was like, oh, that's sort of cool because I like how it tied in.
And it was a mess of a story the whole time.
Yeah.
But I did like the. What I also don't like is there's no overworld. Like I can't imagine the side quests are that interesting because you're doing it in these.
They're not interesting, but I mean they're basically just there so you can grind, and it is cool to have like sort of a little side questy type thing just to grind. It's better than just like doing it for the sake of grinding.
But it seems like they could have done the same concept and still kept it fantasy instead of all this weird space stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
like Zelda with the gods and stuff. There's ways that you can have these your superior beings that aren't like weird Matrix characters.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, it is mostly fantasy. Like the fighting, the creatures, everything's fantasy.
Which part they're Nikes or they're like their sunglasses and visors and stuff.
Most of their clothes are like fantasy armor. There's like a few exceptions.
They did have some cool designs. That's true. But just overall, it's like it doesn't feel like it didn't feel like the original. It didn't. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't need to. That's not the point of this game. But it didn't. I just like things about the first one. I like the overworld. I like having the airship. I like exploring. I like the fantasy epic little storytelling that happens in the first third with the Sleeping Prince and all that stuff. How it all ties together. But this just really focused on the whole Garland and Astos thing, and that's it. And then all it was just dungeon crawlers to get your 4 orbs lit, and introduce all these other 5 characters that you're not going to know what the point is.
But that's the point of this. Is it's not a remake.
Right.
I always thought it was a remake because it leads you along like it is a remake, right? Because you're doing some of the same things, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, this isn't a remake. This is a prequel.
If it's a remake, you still have the existence of the elves. You still have some of these other areas. The airship was an ancient thing. The sages were an ancient thing. So you could have still included some of those elements that would have been more familiar when you get to that part of this game. Even if you have a sleeping prince, here where the princes live in this area, you know. But whatever, that would have just made the game even longer. And like you said, this game came out like in like a year. Then they like busted out after Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, it was basically like they know everybody's mad that they haven't come out with the sequel to Final Fantasy, and they're like, and Square, like, they put a lot of work and like COVID hit and there's a lot of things that delayed them, but they also like they won't release a game unless it's finished. They're not like Blizzard where they're gonna destroy their company because they release crappy games. But at the same time, fans are like, you better give us this game or we're gonna burn your building to the ground.
So probably where they had the game engine.
It was their B team. They're like, hey, B team, use this engine and go make something so people don't like freak out.
Some guy in like their storyboard department or something like, hey, I have an idea. He like just randomly played through Final Fantasy 1. He came and he watched The Matrix that same weekend, and then he watched Stuart or with Chicken Little that weekend as well. And he's like, hey, I have a brilliant idea. And so we took that to like some of the higher up bosses, and then they're like, okay, you know what? This is
Like, we don't care as long as you like. It's like they started playing it and they're like, well, the game mechanics are fine. We don't care about the story. And that's
exactly
basically what, like, all the
They plug
reviews
it
I
into
read
that-
said that too. They're like,
they
don't
plug
worry
it
about
into
the
the
story.
engine.
It's fun.
Yeah, they plug it into the engine, and they just had to write a good end sequence. Like all of the, if you think about it, all the cutscenes were completely. If that's why they're all.
They were
cutscenes,
useless.
Yeah,
Like,
they meant nothing.
we could have watched the last 20 minutes of that and gotten as much out of it as
Yeah, exactly.
watching 3 hours. So, yeah. But, you still there? Nah, I think I lost you, Tim.
And filled all this BS and threw on some Nikes and stuff like that.
Yeah. And, here, listen to my AirPod. I found this cool song. It's like, we gotta do some edgy millennial stuff. Oh, and we're gonna say the F word so that it's the first Final Fantasy that says the F word.
Is that true?
Yeah. No, that's
Even in Japan.
When it first came out, it was advertised as the most edgy Final Fantasy yet, and I thought it was going to be because of blood, and because it said it's supposed to be really violent. That's why I wonder if it was too violent, and so that's why they changed it to those crystal designs instead of like having blood and guts or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's complaint number 37 for me. Because that guy also played Kingdom, the Disney game that month before. So this guy was just like, I have a great idea.
Stupid.
Or no, it was some guy in their red tape department in HR. He was like,
yeah. He's like,
I just played Kingdom Hearts, and there's a better way to do this. It's gonna be more.
But he's okay with them punching the girl in the stomach, and then she's like, at the end, she's like, "Oh, I'm so grateful that you punched me in the stomach because."
Well, no, see, that's the difference. That was in a cutscene. So I think the guy in the HR department didn't watch the cutscene.
Yeah.
He was watching the gameplay because all the gameplay has the crystals, all the cutscenes has blood. So the animation department was like, "Yeah, we can get rid of this and just don't show Harold up in HR." And then once it was launched, it was like, oh crap. Anyway, it's fine. I'm sure we'll have a better conversation when we have time to process the story. I think that's the only thing this game has, because other than you and Soul Calibur type people, and that's a really common gameplay system, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not like. It's not a traditional role-playing system. It's an action system. It's not an RPG system.
Right,
and
you said Final Fantasy VII lets you do either one, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can choose.
I'd be excited. You told me I couldn't.
Well, at the end of this year, they're supposed to come out with a new Final Fantasy VII that is like the entire story, like all of the lore in a single game, and it has like polygonal, like low texture, like overworld, like the old school one. It's better than the old school one, but
yes.
But the fight scenes, they're still turn-based, just like the old one, but they use it switches to the modern graphics, which is sort of interesting.
Yeah.
But it's turn-based. It's not action like. So I'm interested in that one just because I don't know the whole story of Final Fantasy VII. Because in order to know the whole story, you have to play like 20 games and like 30 like cell phone versions and.
Yeah, and watch 3 movies.
And I have no idea what's like. I know the major plot line from the original. I don't know any of the other crap. It's like way out there.
Right, and see, that's what this was kind of reminding me of too. Was like all that stuff when you get further in the the game in Final Fantasy VII where you start seeing the flashbacks, and the flashbacks are like have different details, like colored hair and
Yeah, I have no
set
idea
people
what's
in the
going
wrong.
on.
Yeah, and this is what this kind of reminded me of. I was like, wait, so like they keep changing the story, and all these memories are all convoluted. So like you trying to understand the story in the first place are having a harder time because they're doing that.
Yeah, it's like this didn't help us understand Final Fantasy 1 anymore. Except that now we sort of
Yeah.
get where Garland came from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they gonna have an Astos break off where they're like, this is how the Dark Elves did their
Yeah.
thing, and
How he was like some mischievous, like Gollum kind of character running around the whole time, like watching the events, because he was like an overlord character in this. In the original, he's just some evil, wicked, dark elf.
yeah,
In this one, he's like some kind of some like angel from
yeah,
the alien
he's
Matrix
like an
guys.
AI or something that's
Yeah,
grown.
exactly, exactly.
Well, the thing I love about this is it has there's two cutscenes that I think are just awesome, and the one is when he goes in and takes the princess. I think that cutscene is
Yes.
awesome. Except I wish they would have made it blood instead of crystals,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
they sort of did both in the cutscene. They had blood
Right.
dripping down and stuff. The
Yeah.
other one is, when he stands out in the, or when he becomes chaos, you see the fiends, and then the door opens and the four warriors of light walk
Yeah,
in.
that's cool.
I like that one, and of course when
Yeah.
the four beams of light come down is cool too. So,
Yeah, all that.
like to me, like all of that was worth it. That and the gameplay being fun.
Well, you had fun with the gameplay. That's the only way that was worth it. But if you didn't like the gameplay, it wouldn't have been worth it.
No, I was literally like, before the last 20 minutes of that, I was just like, oh my gosh, I was skipping past the cutscenes because I had zero investment in it. I was like, this is stupid. I just want to finish this game. I want to beat the
Right.
fiends. I want to get the equipment.
Right.
So I was surprised that it
It got interesting.
yeah, it became something at the end.
It's impressive. It's a cool concept. Yeah, we'll have a good discussion when we kind of refresh our memories on what it's.
I think it would be
real
cool
lore
just to
is.
see if it enlightens the plot to Final Fantasy 1 more.
Well, if it does, this is a what do they call it? A what is it called when you fix something in post? Not in post, in editing. I mean, what's the term? When you like
A re-edit? I don't know.
retcon. No, retcon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's
Yeah,
boring.
no, that's
That's
true.
a boring game. Then they retconned it to make it more
Yeah.
Final
No,
Fantasy
it's
like.
true. Because it's like what Lucas did to Star Wars. Like I don't believe that the guys that originally made Final Fantasy 1 had any of this in their mind.
No, of course
They're
not.
like, we
Of
just
course
don't have
not.
the technology to express it.
No.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
No, and I'm hoping no one's idiotic to say that, because no one's like actually trying to claim that. Like this was some plan a long time ago. Maybe this was some concept someone had a long time ago when he was like a janitor or worked in the mailroom of and then he finally moved his way up to
Yeah.
like he's getting copy for the storyboard guys. And he's like, I have an idea for Final Fantasy 1.
This is his like lifelong dream coming true.
Right, he's like he's been sitting on this for all these years, and they're like they just made these cool remakes with like 2 cutscenes that didn't do anything.
I can totally see you doing something like that, Tim, because you
Oh,
love
for
Final
sure.
Fantasy 1. You're like, what if we did this and this and this, and what if Jack was Chaos, and let's do his story, and then blah 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 or whatever. But
I
yeah.
would, but I love I love the simple story of Final Fantasy 1. I think it's the best. Like that would be my favorite one to make a movie. It'd be simple and fun.
Well, I
think
think
you could make it fun.
yeah, I think
A
it's
cool little B budget movie, like just a cheap fantasy film, like the Dungeons and Dragons movie, something like that. Only a little.
I still think 6 would be the best to make a movie out of, but you'd have to cut out a lot of stuff, which would
That's the thing.
tick
It's
people
way
off.
too
And
convoluted. It'd be fun. Like if you could make that a really cool like mini.
it has the best characters.
That would be a cool mini, like on Paramount or something, like a good series.
Yeah.
For sure. 7 would be or 6 would be the best story. 7's too much. They already made 7 movies.
Yeah.
When you watch those, it would feel exactly like what they already made. So. All right. Well, I have no other thoughts. We'll get together. We'll rehash and talk about we'll watch that other video and talk about the original game.
Okay, thanks to all those people who've been watching this video that was now like, what, 4 hours long? No one's been watching it, but they will on YouTube, Tim. This is gonna get millions of views.
Someday, yeah, someday we're gonna be famous on your channel.
All right, see ya.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.